Yeah,
a basil sliver? What's
basil.
that?
I think it's the one you can sack slivers to get 2 black mana.
You can sex a sliver?
Sacrifice.
I only want to play with slivers, okay? Don't try to.
It's the worst
Don't
way
try to
to play
con me
Magic.
any kind of other deck that you want.
It's just
Don't try to unload your cards on me.
I'm not trying to unload. You said you need a commander deck. I said,
no. I said I need a sliver commander deck. What did I say?
And then I
said I need a sliver commander deck by Monday.
By Monday. And I said, well, I could build you a sliver commander deck. And then you said,
you said take mine.
I have
and then
to
I
buy
said,
it.
which one do you have? And you said, well, I just have slivers. And I said, that's like I have a sliver deck at home to the kids.
You're supposed to build your own Magic deck. You're not supposed to just play a pre-con deck.
You are supposed to buy it on the site when it says today.
Yeah.
Sliver commander deck. Check it out. Buy it. Now I regret not buying it.
Yeah, I regret
That's my problem today.
Is not buying a thing?
Not buying a thing.
Then you
need it.
You know what the worst part is? Now that I remember it, I think I originally planned to get you that for Christmas, and then I got distracted by
you got me that dragon.
The liquor dragon. I said, Dick's been talking about that sliver
You should have
deck.
got me that sliver deck. That would have been awesome.
Well,
you're too small, aren't you?
I wish. I think I look fine.
Yeah, that's better. Now I'm getting some real Vito in my face.
All right, I guess that's fine. What a show.
What am I gonna do?
I don't know.
I gotta call around.
Who are you playing
Is there an
commander
app for?
with? Is this like a secret, high-powered Magic game?
JD Vance. I'm playing against JD Vance.
Playing against JD Vance?
Yeah. Whoever wins gets the other's wife.
Did you see when they were having articles about his favorite Magic card and whatever else?
It was I bet it was some lawyer bullshit, like a saga card. What was it?
It was a saga. Well, it wasn't. It was from.
It was bullshit.
I think it was from. Is it Urza Saga? Yawgmoth's Bargain. I think it was
a bullshit card. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic. Like, ooh, I'm drawing a
look
lot
at
of
me.
Look
card.
at me. It's a look at me.
Yeah.
Card. Look at my.
What's your
Yawgmoth's
favorite
Bargain.
Magic card?
What's my favorite Magic card?
Yeah.
I don't know 100%, but Doran the Siege Tower came up recently. He's a tree. He's a 0/5 tree.
Okay. Like a wall?
Hold on. He costs 3 mana. He's a 0/5 tree, and he says all your creatures deal damage equal to their toughness instead of their power.
Okay. So it's like a reverso.
It's a reverso.
Uno Kano.
Yeah, all of your underpowered little guys now are cool guys.
Huh.
I should build a Doran deck. I saw a Doran recently.
Build a boring
I forgot
deck.
about how much I love that guy.
Okay. You want to do the show? Or you
My
wanna talk
favorite,
Magic
but
all
I
night?
have, there's a Vito card in Magic.
Like the name is Vito?
Yeah.
The Pizza Man or something?
Vito, I don't know, heretic of vampire stuff.
It's a vampire?
Yeah, he's a vampire. Kind of looks like me, too. I think
Really?
it might be a subtle tip of the hat.
Oh, give me a break.
To Vito. I think
give
somebody
me
in
a
the
break
creative
about
team went,
that.
I like
no,
this guy.
No. Okay.
I'm going to give him a Magic card. We got to do our Magic tournament
Where
at
am I
some
supposed
point.
to get this sliver deck? I'm fucked,
it's gonna
man.
be. Yeah, you are kind of fucked. Like I
need it.
Well, you can get it online, but you're not gonna get it in 2 days.
And I needed this starting 2 weeks ago. That's when I knew I needed it.
Yeah.
But then I went to look, and it was too confusing.
I don't know why you won't just let me loan you a deck or sell you.
You
a
don't
deck.
have a deck. You have a bunch of cards.
That's
you don't
what
have a
Magic
sliver
is.
deck. You have like a ramshackle affair of cards.
I have most of the good slivers.
Yeah, but you don't have it in the right ratio. You don't know what's in the deck. They got all kinds of stuff in the deck, good stuff that you don't have.
I know what's in the deck. I got probably half of it, maybe all of it.
Half of the deck! I'll show up with half of a deck.
No,
how's that gonna go?
The other half will be better stuff than what comes in that deck.
Better stuff. I want stuff that is meant for my level of play, which is somebody that wants to go online and buy it.
It's a sliver deck. The amount of level of play. I play a sliver. I play a sliver. The deck plays itself already. Like it's not
Why
even.
don't you use it then? Why don't you have one?
Because it's fucking boring. Slivers are boring.
But they add on to each other.
I know. It's like
how is that boring?
The more of them I play, the more stuff that happens.
It's the most fascinating mechanic besides proliferate. The most fascinating mechanic ever introduced to Magic the Gathering.
So dumb.
Oh, slivers. Oh. This
What
one.
the hell are you talking
This one
about?
gives them all flying.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Which one is that? Flying sliver?
Wind gale sliver. Or,
Okay.
there's also, you want cloud shredder sliver. That's the good one, though.
Okay. All right. Let's do
Gives
the
them all
show.
flying in haste, which is broken.
I don't really like haste.
You don't like haste.
It's too much to
That's
remember.
the dumbest,
It's too much to think
the
about.
dumbest magic opinion ever.
It's just like
I've never talked to anybody about
No,
magic
'cause then you're-
and have them say, "Oh, I don't like haste."
it's such an. We should do biggest problem in Magic
We
the Gathering.
should,
Let's
because
do
that's
that on the
retarded.
bonus episode.
All right.
Haste fucking sucks. Because you get a card and it's like,
Haste
oh,
sucks.
okay, this card kind of sucks. Oh, it has haste. Okay, so it's only meant to be used as like a fuck you kind of card.
What are you talking about? Your interpretation of
Haste
why
sucks.
haste
It's
exists.
so stupid. It's stupid.
If this was your opinion about vigilance, I would understand. I'd go, all right, I get
Vigilance is annoying, but
it. It's just like whatever.
it's OP. Let's be
Yeah.
clear. It's OP.
Are you a shroud boy or a hexproof man?
I'm a counterspell man. I'm a
Oh,
counterspell.
garbage! Get out of here. All right,
I have a deck that's only counterspells and ether whales.
Wow,
it's the most
you're
fun.
a bad person. It's awful. I can't wait to argue about magic
Sphinx.
cards with you.
And a Sphinx.
Yeah, good.
I love it.
Biggest problem.
What the fuck?
In
Wrestler Town? Why don't you go fuck yourself? Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. Wrestler Town, fuck you. Slivers is not like playing Chutes and Ladders. Slivers is the best part of
Slivers
Magic.
fucking
Welcome to the biggest
suck.
problem in the universe, the only show that ranks everything in the universe, from trick-sharing food to Destiny leaking nudes. I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito Giswaldi.
Hello, Dick.
What's up, man? How's it going?
It's going good.
Happy Chinese New Year's or something.
Happy Chinese New Year's. Apparently, it is the year of the snake.
Ooh.
And I don't have anything to say about that.
So everyone born in this year is a snake?
I guess so.
My
Yeah,
kid's gonna be a year of the
Your
snake.
kid's gonna be a fucking snake. He's gonna be snaking around,
slithering, man.
slithering. You can't trust that kid. Maybe it'll be a cool greaser.
Wow.
Yeah.
Greaser, what?
Well, because that was the greaser character on The Simpsons, right? Well, I guess he wasn't a greaser.
Oh, snake. No,
Yeah,
he's a criminal.
He was a criminal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I
thinking
think
of
he's
that.
like John Travolta?
Wasn't there a greaser character named Snake in something? Feels like a typical like 1950s like
hell?
that's Snake. Yeah, that's Snake Johnson. You can't trust him. He's always
That's like
riding
a
his
30s
He's
character you're
riding his
talking about.
motorcycle around. You're right. That would be more of the 30s.
What
Yeah,
the
it's
hell
like
are
the
you
50s, like
talking
Happy
about?
Days kind of thing.
The Fonz.
Fonz always hung out with that guy Snake.
No,
remember?
that's not a fun. That's not a Happy Days kind of thing. The snake,
Snake.
Reggie the rapist. Those aren't.
And those aren't your
Those aren't
classic
Happy Days
characters.
names. That's not 50s names.
That wasn't in Grease.
Gams. That's like a 50s.
Gams.
Yeah. Archie Two Tone. Like that.
Man.
Names after your cars.
It is
Whitewall.
speaking-
Wesley Whitewall.
Speaking of Archie, the other day I'm like in the pharmacy
Oh, okay.
and I look on the shelf and I go, how of all the things that have survived,
Okay.
you know, the test of time, Archie?
The comic?
Yeah.
So have you read it?
I've read Archie. Like
It's a
Archie's
great-ass
good, but
comic.
but
It's
like-
a guy playing two broads. What could be better than that? Playing them off each other.
but like, can you
Fuck
imagine
them.
going back? How long has Archie been going? Since like the 50s, right? Can you imagine?
I need more, Archie.
reading Archie in the 50s and going like, this will be relevant 70 years from now.
Yeah, I can. What are you talking about? Every anime is basically that. A guy with
It's
two
true.
whores.
Why have we never had an Archie anime? Now that's
That's
a
the
real
end of
problem.
Archie.
That would be fantastic. Archie and Moose and Reggie gotta
Jughead.
fight their
You got
way.
Kramer coming in there.
Yeah, you got Betty and Veronica. You know, I never read any of the Cheryl. What was her name? Cheryl Blossom.
No one gives a shit about
That
Cheryl
redhead
Blossom.
showed up.
That's pedophile shit.
That was some pedophile shit. I never read any of that.
Okay. Good banter about Archie.
Archie Magic Cards. The show has it all.
Now I'm thinking about slivers again. Non-consensual sex recording. Did
Hey,
get
I
that right?
won. Yeah.
And you're anti.
You were
that,
trying
right?
to nail me to the wall on that. I have very firmly said that what
I
happened.
just thought it was so funny because you made that weird video about it where you didn't know what was
you
going
didn't
on.
even watch the video,
And then I watched part of it, and then I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta.
I knew what was going on. Look,
It didn't sound like you had a position on it.
my position is, hey, I think this guy was again horny logic. He's like, I can just send videos of me fucking to random girls online, and this will end in my favor. And I was like, no, you just don't do that.
Mr. Girl said.
Mr. Girl has said far darker things about the situation.
I read it after our episode, and he said that guys can only identify with the man in this situation and not the victims. And I said, that's about right.
Yep.
That explains perfectly what I was thinking.
Well, I talked to him on the. I called him because obviously look.
It's like he's horny logic. Like, wait a minute, you're identifying with him? Why?
Mr. Girl obviously had a big falling out with Destiny. He has some very strong opinions on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what Destiny should have done is just, paid her off. And he's like, why is your first instinct to think about how Destiny can get out of this situation?
Get away with it.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I was.
That's
I'm
like,
because
I'm a guy.
Well.
Yeah.
No, that's not why.
I think it's more like, well, the deed's already done. I mean, now's the time to speculate about can you salvage your reputation or whatever.
Why would you want?
I don't know.
Why would you want that?
Because we live in an era of. I think it's fascinating when you see guys. I think that we, especially as entertainers or whatever, and
here we go. Yeah. Okay.
You go. Yeah. So much of that relies on having this public image, and what do you do if you face scandal or whatever else? Okay. I don't know.
A scandal that you did.
A scandal that you did, right?
Like OJ?
Well, sometimes it works out.
He's innocent.
OJ kind of, let's be real, of guys who...
He's innocent, though.
Of guys who managed to recover from a life, changing event.
OJ didn't at all. What do you mean, recover?
I mean, he
lived in infamy until he was dead because of his NFL
It could have been way worse for him. It was kind of like people got over it. They're like,
you mean he could have gone to prison?
Yeah, well, he could have gone to prison, but then, it could have been this thing where, all the time we're always talking about, God, I hate OJ, what a murderer. But instead it was kind of like,
Norm Macdonald talked about it for like 10 years.
He's our fun, murdery uncle. Like, it became funny.
I don't think that was...
He played it.
I don't think that's how
He played it pretty well. Didn't he do? Wasn't he on the golf course one time? And he was like looking in the hole. And he's like, maybe the murderer's in there. And you're like, oh, OJ,
OJ, you rascal!
You rascal!
He's funny.
He was funny.
Doomers next.
That's a good.
That was a good one. Trick food sharing. Yeah. Prisoner firefighters. I don't know why you got -37 on that.
I guess everybody loves prisoners fighting fires for him.
Could be a prisoner curing cancer. Still be that guy. What did he do?
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't know. Is everybody just happy to see prisoners doing anything, I guess?
That implies that there's a time when they're not working on stuff for making up for what they did.
Yeah.
Like, okay, after fighting the fires, what are you guys going to do next? I hope it's like...
I saw people try to lecture me on what they're doing, and they're like, oh, do you know they don't even have equipment or whatever. I'm like, so they're shitty firefighters? How is that better?
Yeah, then definitely why are you guys so hyped on these guys?
Now it seems like a fucking PR thing. Oh, they don't even give them this fucking hose or whatever. I'm like, well, then don't even have them there at all then.
Petty, funny enough when I don't know why I copied that one. Neil Gaiman, I went to Top Golf last night and I wanted to drunk drive the ball collector thing. What if I could pay to do that? Vote it up. I don't remember what that problem is, but he seemed passionate about it.
I don't know if that's related to a
voted
problem.
Up, so I said that must be for this show.
No, I think I don't know. I do want to drive that ball collector though. That's true.
Why?
I don't know. It looks fun. You just pick up all the golf balls and they get sent to the back of the cart.
It looks fun to drive a tractor around?
There was a Pete and Pete episode where he was a range boy and he drove that little cart around and collected the golf balls, and I was always like, it looks kind of fun.
If they had a Pete and Pete fantasy camp, would you want to do that? Yeah.
Pete and Pete's one of my #1 TV shows of all time.
And you guys could all dress up like Pete or Pete, and then there'd be an Artie that showed up. You
know what the worst part is that young Pete went to college in my hometown. And people would always be like, "Oh yeah, I saw him at the pizzeria. I lived in the same town as young Pete for 4 years, and I didn't see him once."
What would you have said?
I would have said, "I really like your show that you were on when you were a child."
Would you try to get a picture with him?
Yeah, I would have got a picture with Danny Tamborelli. If I ever get a tattoo, I will get the Petunia tattoo. The dancing lady. I love that show.
Satanic. Gwine Gadapple Madoscus says Vito's unbridled joy at the reading of the Pokemon grades, and Dick not realizing how much Vito is enjoying the entire thing. Priceless.
Somebody pointed out I fucked up big.
Why?
Because I should have said that Lugia was a 10.
I would have done that.
That would have been, because you would have been like, "Oh my god!" bad, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck! That would have been good.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that far
You were
ahead.
so happy that I got bad grades.
They weren't bad grades.
blew your load.
They're fine grades. You're expecting too much.
I'm just expecting fairness. I wanted
I think you
fair
did all right.
10s.
Well, now you got me
I
wanting
wanted
to
at
grade
least
my
one.
shit. Now I want to grade
Send
some
it to
curves.
Tag or something. The laser grading place.
I just want a guy to, yeah. Well, but people don't like the laser grades for some reason. For some reason, they want an old fat guy at PSA to go, looks like a 9 to me.
Enough of these scandals. They're not going to be thinking like that anymore. Have you seen the Tag grades? They got like close-ups of all the edges.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit.
awesome.
It's cool.
Did you see the recent, what was the CGC scandal this week?
Somebody printed
Oh, the fake
old
Pokemon cards
last year.
Dude, yeah, an old Japanese guy who was just like, yeah, I worked at Pokemon. Look at all these original Pokemon cards that no one's ever seen before. And everyone's like, oh, not realizing. I think it's like this subtle racism where we're like, we expect, maybe it's not even racism. It probably is true. Like, we expect Japanese people to not lie as much.
I guess that's racism.
Well, it's like, you're like, oh, they're such a polite society. There's no way this old Japanese man.
The only time it's racism is if you say something bad about black people. Nothing else is, anything else you say about any other race is just normal noticing.
You're right. But then this old Japanese guy just showed up to CGC. He said, yeah, these are all original Pokemon cards. And they said, okay. And they just put them in slabs and rated them a 10. And somebody went, you know, it's got that like dot code on it when you print it out of a home printer that says this was printed in June of 2024.
What the hell is that? When did that start?
How does everyone not know this? I've known this for the last decade.
It should say on the printer, hey, by the way,
They
everything
obviously
that
don't want
comes
you to
out
know,
of here.
but I figured you would be a guy who knows.
That's entrapment. It should say it on the printer. Hey, be careful. Any crimes you print out of this is going to be traced back to this printer.
Yeah, what do you think? How do you think they get all these like terrorist guys immediately? It's because they always like print something out and then they're like,
they just look at him.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
For those of you who don't know, every
Because
time
the terrorists are working for the CIA.
Well,
That's how I thought they got them.
The worst part is the guys who make jokes. They're like, oh, how come I can't print in black and white if I don't have yellow ink? It's like a scam from the companies or whatever. It's like, no, it needs the yellow ink to print the invisible
I didn't know
message that traces your paper back to your printer.
I thought it was just a scam. I thought it was just poorly engineered.
No, it's literally every single, by law, I think by law or I don't know. The printer manufacturers have to encode into every printer that it will print out a little dot matrix pattern in yellow ink that says when the thing was printed, what
I thought
machine.
this was America.
Well, you were incorrect.
What the fuck?
I know, it's kind of weird.
When's Trump getting rid of that?
I don't think
It's
he will.
dystopian.
Well, you
is the word you're looking
You would think
for.
somebody would show up by now and be like, can it really be illegal to make a printer where you're like, I'm not doing that. I don't
So
have
if
to
I
do that.
printed out that picture of that guy going like this,
yeah,
and I sent
Mailed
it to
it
the
to
bank
your-
every day for the last 3 years, are they going to
you
know
might be
that's
getting
me?
you might be getting a knock on the door in the.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can't be fucking around with the printer, man.
And they just go straight to Amazon and say, "Hey, who did this? Who printed this?"
I guess so. I was trying to figure out. I'm like, can you replace the yellow ink cartridge with like dummy yellow ink that prints?
Can I just get a not ratting printer?
You would think a guy would have hacked it by now to like take that off, but yeah, no.
I don't like this one bit. Ariel C says, Christoph Dundifer says, Vito is way too happy about Dick not getting PSA 10s. Yeah, Vito's fucked. Ariel C says,
I mean, you do not deserve a 10.
I had those cards for that one Charizard that got altered. That's a 10.
It says it's an N5.
But it's altered. It says altered because they think I smushed it between books. That's what I read online. Not on their site, but on other forums.
Oh, N5
which means it's too perfect.
It's too perfect.
So they said, this card's too perfect, send it back instead of 10. That was my 10 that I got robbed out of.
Did they
what I'm saying is making
measure the
sense.
thickness of it or something?
They measured the thickness of my dick in their ass.
But there's nothing you can't.
mouth.
It's not altered to press a card to make sure it's like.
Yeah, you can do that if it's too fresh.
Wow.
Anyway,
That would have been a 10.
my hate for Vito and love for Dick grows every episode. Great show. Thank you,
I
Ariel.
hate you too.
The Goosen Buick says, there's an unwritten rule among men that you should only share sex stories if they involve something going hilariously and disastrously wrong. Yeah, that rule doesn't go for everybody though. And you could really split men into.
What is the story if it's not a hilarious?
They just talk about sex.
I had a buddy like that, and I was like, dude, I can't hang out with you anymore. And he's like, why? I'm like, all you talk about is sex.
Yeah.
It's your only character trait.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to react to that.
Yeah.
I'm grossed out.
I mean, like, at a certain point, like, if a guy you see a hot chick, you go, You know, I'd fuck her. You go, But when he does that with every single girl who walks past us in the course of a lunch, like 20 girls, I go, yeah, I know. I know you would fuck her. What do you want? I know you would fuck anything. Stop. That guy just too much.
Get Terry says it was fun to see Dick in the hot seats over Pokemon gradings.
Got really roasted.
Get Freld. Now, if only Trump could get me a refund for Super Killer, we'd be living in a utopia.
Someday.
You think Trump's going to crack down on Kickstarter?
I think so.
Like
we're all in trouble. Fraudulent crowdfunding, all the outstanding crowdfunders.
It's fine if you have delivered comics in the past, but for people who come in and haven't delivered, don't you agree?
I love the asterisk.
It's not an asterisk.
But unless you've delivered comics in the past, then it's fine.
If you've delivered them in the past, it's fine. But if you're a newbie, if there's
way more.
Well, yeah, because you have you're not doing anything.
Sure.
So it's way worse.
Thanks for the asterisk. That's good.
It's obvious.
I wonder who that's for.
Just anybody who makes hits and puts comics out. Doesn't matter how long the fourth or fifth one takes.
I have joined a long line of late comic creators. I get it.
First? I don't know about that.
All right.
Did you see that black guy threatened to fight me in Vegas? One of Eric
did.
July's,
yeah, one of the guys. So he has what? He had Eric July on his podcast or something.
A little black guy with a little cowboy hat.
These were the guys saying we have the black Stan Lee joining us, right? Was that their quote?
Midnight Street or something like that. Two black
things
together.
If you're two black people, do you really got to call your thing Midnight Street?
I'm the midnight, and I'm the black top. Midnight on the black top on the street.
Welcome to the dark night of blackness, a void of inescapable light. I got it. You guys are black.
Welcome to what's that black color that's like blacker than black? That paint that's like trademarked.
I don't know. Noir or something.
Noir.
Venta Black.
Yeah, Vanta Black.
Vanta Black. Welcome to Vanta Black.
That's their black guy that shows up in like a Sherlock Holmes like pipe. Hello, indubitably, gentlemen.
Yeah, see,
they're like, you talk so wide.
It is interesting, like, black guys get to play around with the idea of like black as a color, So you could be like the Midnight Society or whatever.
Yeah.
But we can't be like the Daylight Boys,
Because it's retarded.
Yeah, I know. Well,
it's like retarded to make a whole thing based on your race. That's why.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, Trump's made it illegal, so we're getting rid of all that.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get into
Did you see the picture
later.
from the VA where they had a wall that was just like, or not at the VA, it was the, I think it was the FBI headquarters in Quantico or whatever. They just had a wall.
Oh, they're painting over it?
Yeah, because the wall was like all these like, diversity, inclusion, whatever, and it's just
like a Target.
Gray paint. And I was like, yeah, all right.
Good.
Because that thing before, it's not even that it was.
I don't want inspiring fonts on the wall.
Well, yeah,
of the FBI.
that was more what bothered me about it. That I was like, I don't want
for women.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
this is something a woman would do and go, look at all these words.
Friendship.
Yeah, togetherness.
Reliability.
Yeah.
Diversity.
Helping.
Inclusion? Question mark. Judgment.
I was like, I literally just want guys in suits to walk to their office and be like, let's kill some terrorists.
Can you imagine, like, Silence of the Lambs, like, the whole Jodie Foster thing, and then her and that guy Skinner walk by, like, a giant wall of fonts
and pride flags and
shit.
I want you guys to be like, cold-hearted.
And this Buffalo Bill guy, Clarice, tell me, or Agent, what's her name? Starling? Starling, tell me about him. Well, I think you mean she, sir.
Now, what are the preferred pronouns of the killer? Well, hold on. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I think that what we're trying to do in America is we're trying to make America a little cool again, you know? Yeah, well, great again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had, when you watch Mulder and Scully, you're like, two, cool FBI guys hunting aliens or whatever. At no point do they sit down and be like, and let's do some gay stuff and talk about that. It's like, no.
Do you think these aliens are
cool
gay,
FBI
Scully?
stuff? Yeah.
Do you think this?
How many genders?
I think this is one of the black guys on their planet. So be careful. What do you mean by that? I'm just saying.
We got to get back to some hard-nosed...
like that stretchy man.
Yeah.
Remember him?
From X-Files?
Yeah, he would stretch out.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
I was playing with a Sliver Deck when I was watching that episode.
Well, what happened to your how come you have all your Pokemon cards and you ain't got your slivers?
I don't, because I got rid of all my Magic cards. I sold them to my friend.
Yeah.
For rollerblades, I think.
Well, rollerblades are pretty cool. Why don't you go rollerblading on Monday? Buy this Eldrazi deck from me.
I don't want your fucking Eldrazi deck. It sounds like...
You don't even know what an Eldrazi is. You would enjoy it.
I know that it sucks because you're trying to unload it so hard.
No, I'm not trying to unload
sucks.
it hard. It's a good deck. I just haven't... Whatever.
Vito's Gaia's Cradle says Sven Stoffel's released 2 comics by himself, Vito. TikTok.
Incredible.
Atticus Finch, I thought the colors were being fixed in September. Yeah, that's true. Weren't they being fixed in September?
They were being worked on in September, not fixed.
Okay.
I have the colors. I'm tweaking them to my
Do you go
liking.
like an eye doctor? Better here, better here, better here, better here.
Yes,
better here,
actually,
better here,
I do.
Better here, better here.
It's good. It's looking good.
Atomic Blast. Dick thinking he would get a 10 is wild to me. You could crack open brand new packs and send them 150 cards, and you might have 2 of those cards come back a 10. Yeah, with that attitude, I bet you would have 2, maybe even less. You're a loser.
That's all I get you.
Das Commander, the $20 million man getting pissy and throwing hissy fits over a fucking card being not quite as valuable or arguing with Vito over pocket change makes you sound like a Chosenite Dickenstein.
Chosenite?
I never heard that one
Is that
before.
a new reference for the Jewish people? What is this?
I don't know what a Chosenite is.
I mean, it's pretty cool, actually. I like Chosenite as if that's our new anti-Semitic slur.
I need this
I'm
kid
into
to get
it.
here. He's like, hey, what's a Chosenite?
Oh, he's one of the
Jew dad.
He's one of the chosen, and they're from space. So
Chosenite.
the Chosenites. They get on there.
Chosenite. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call someone a Chosenite.
I like
Tomorrow.
that. I don't think it makes sense to apply it to you, but the Chosenites.
Okay. Synthetic Shinobi, Dick's hopes and dreams being dashed over Pokemon card grading is the purest form of karma I've ever seen. After what he did to that guy's Kratom.
That was horrible.
Sean Thompson says Dick giving Vito hell for Destiny after sticking to Nick is hilarious. I think he means Nick Rekieta or Fuentes?
I think he means Nick Rekieta, yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to say what Destiny did is worse than what Nick Rekieta did.
All Nick
Rekieta did was cocaine.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Literally all.
Yeah. And their cope is always, yeah, but he did cocaine and he has kids. And you're like, what the fuck? What do you think Hollywood is? Like, what do
you think
none of
cocaine's
those...
worse than alcohol? Because it's not.
Yeah, it's
you know
not.
how many cocaine driving accidents there are every year? Very few.
And all your favorite Hollywood stars that have kids,
They involve
I hate
alcohol.
to tell you that. Those kids are they're all having alcohol and cocaine parties. So
Alcohol and cigarettes, way, way worse than cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine is they sell it over the counter. It's called Ritalin. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
He just really wanted some.
Okay, that's all my. I got. Oh yeah.
And then his kid was in the room and he threw like a ball of cocaine at her head and it landed in her hair.
That was his. I gotta get out of here. She walked in on the foursome and he goes, "Uh-oh, smoke bomb! Oh no, that was my cocaine!"
That's a good gimmick. The cocaine
white
smoke.
flame.
The cocaine smoke bomb. Fuck! That's the wrong one. That's good. All right, I don't have anything. We're just going straight into the problems.
Are we? You don't have a voted up?
No, I don't have a voted up.
All right.
My problem, Dick, is one that was inspired by recent events.
Okay.
There was this horrific tragedy where we were always talking about the FBI. Thank God they painted over that wall. Maybe it'll teach them to fly their helicopter straight.
Oh, you're talking about the plane crash?
Yeah, the plane crash. Whoever was flying that thing was thinking too much about all the words on that. Was it diversity then inclusion or inclusion then diversity?
It was a woman, right?
There's a lot of... No, I think that came out. It was incorrect, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it was definitely... It wasn't a guy flying that.
I don't know who was
I watched
flying
it fly right into the thing. Like, that's a woman flying it. I can tell.
Didn't J.D. Vance say what did J.D. Vance say? He's like...
DEI shit's the problem.
Yeah, DEI shit's the problem.
Because you guys are putting all these minorities in, it's stressing the white people out.
It's stressing the white people out.
And I
all
said,
the diversity.
that's absolutely correct.
It's making it harder. If a white person fucks up, it's because diversity made it harder.
It's because diversity made it harder.
Focus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Right. It's a bit of a stretch there.
Stretch.
Welcome to
Go to an airport by yourself,
I don't
then
think
go
you
to an
gotta
airport
blame-
with a woman, and you tell me which one was easier. Okay?
I don't think we got to blame everything on DEI. I think it's possible for a plane crash to happen. And
No,
it's not
it happened
diversity's
because of
fault.
DEI.
Okay.
Maybe the helicopter was black or something. I don't know.
9/11 DEI.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because they let all those Muslim guys through because they didn't want to be racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had to come up with creative ways to stop them by being like, no, you set off a random check. You know what? Maybe DEI did cause 9/11.
It did. It should have been day after. Should have been. Hey, we're stopping all Muslim people at the airport.
Yeah.
And everyone like that makes sense. It makes sense though, honestly.
They don't like our buildings for some reason, especially
And then
the
like a
tall
Muslim would
ones.
have got on TV and said like, well, you know what I think is like, hey, just take that energy into TSA.
Yeah.
What do you want? All of us to get checked instead of just you? Because that just sounds like a big pain in the ass, bro. Like that's like fucking stupid.
It would have been great for the Muslim community to step up and go, all right, we'll do the checks. We
Just
get
scan
it.
us, guys.
You know, everybody else who worships the
Actually, we
plain-faced
know who's
God.
doing the terrorism, so we'll just turn them in.
Yeah. Instead, we got to occasionally grab a lady in a wheelchair and be like, your wheelchair might be a bomb. I don't know. I got to look.
Fucking dumb. It's dumb. They should have done it.
They should have.
Yeah.
Who should have done it?
The Muslim people.
They should have stepped up.
Do you
That would
know
have been
what?
that would have been big for
That would
America.
have been American of them.
That would have been very American for them.
That would have been Star Wars 2 of them.
So as the details from this plane crash are coming in, it was a helicopter, an FBI helicopter collided with a passenger plane. I believe 67 people were killed when the plane plunged into the river. And then, it starts coming out who was on the plane. And it turned out it was a lot of kids who were coming back from a figure skating camp. The figure skaters. Like, the
I know what figure skating is.
yeah. And I was looking at it, and a lot of people on Twitter are like, oh, it's a tragedy what happened. I said, yeah, I mean, like, at least it was just figure skaters, though.
Oh, I see.
You know?
Okay.
And that's my problem is figure skating.
Figure skaters.
Who gives a shit about that?
Too many figure skaters?
It's not too many. It's like the whole concept
Now there's just the
of
right
it.
amount.
Oh, now
today.
it's like, at no part am I like, oh, there's going to be less figure skating.
Right, if it was like Atomic Engineers, and you'd be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Or if it was like people who drive burritos to your house. You'd say that's-
Anything.
Yeah.
If it was like, if it was like a baseball team, I'd be like, oh, one of those guys might have like grown up and had a cool sports card I could collect or something. He might have hit a couple
Right.
homers.
Right.
But now I'm like, what? I'm going to be watching the Olympics, and then the figure skating portion is a little bit shorter because there's less guys to do it.
Yeah.
Like, what am I losing out on exactly?
Okay, I see.
I'm just saying, like, look, obviously.
You don't like women that look like little girls until they're 40s?
Well, it's
You
so.
don't like that part of figure skating?
What is figure skating? What is the point of it? Like, who?
Like
Sometimes,
dancing and
Yeah.
athleticism combined, like gymnastics.
right? But we have that. It's called hockey. It's you've got to score
okay.
goals. Here's the thing: a guy invented ice skates, right? And that was pretty cool. It was like,
Yeah.
oh man, you can go like really fast in the ice with these blades, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And at first it was probably, I assume, for utility. It was like, oh, we got to drive the herds across the plain, and there's this frozen tundra. This will be a way
Right.
for us to get across the lake.
Okay.
And then as things evolve, you go, well, maybe there would be a way to employ this in a other entertaining leisure activity. It could be fun to just skate around, or
Yeah.
maybe it could be a sport. We could have hockey. We could have two
Right,
goals
right,
on
right.
either side.
Well, maybe we could do dancing with it, too.
Right, and that's where what goes wrong is it's like, well, yeah, I mean, if you want to go dance on skates, fine.
Yeah.
But then you're like, and then we could like score it with points.
Uh-huh.
And we could like set it to music and figure out who does the best dancing.
It's figure skating.
But-
That's what you're describing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem. Figure
Do
skating.
you like anything? Like, what do you
yeah,
like? What
I
do you
like
like?
things
You
that
like,
make sense.
You
Okay.
like card games.
Okay, we were talking.
What if they did a dancing card game where chicks were dancing around and playing Hearthstone?
I'm saying, like, okay, with hockey or with a sport, we're talking about, like, this is theoretically a sport. It's the
Yeah.
sport of figure skating, okay?
Yeah.
They graded at the Olympics or whatever.
But it's always the best. It's the best Olympic stuff is coming out of the figure skating stuff.
What are you talking about?
Tanya Harding hitting.
No,
breaking
that's
Nancy
the
Kerrigan's
only
knee.
one. That's the only time figure skating was interesting was when it turned into an actual interesting contact sport of beating the shit out of people so they can't dance. Now, if that was part of figure skating, like there's a guy with a club trying to stop you from dancing during your routine, you got to keep fending him off, for like one guy with like a sniper rifle has to keep pelting him. Like, okay, now we got a sport.
That's a good point.
Yeah. That
I
would
do
be,
only like it when it became a
became
contact sport.
a full contact sport.
It became hockey for a
when
moment.
it became hockey, everybody was into it. But then it went back to people in like little dresses, seeing how many times they could spin around.
Because I don't really know why they're scoring what they're scoring.
That's what I'm talking about. It's all completely subjective.
Like, what are you talking? Like, why was that? How come that one was so much harder than that one?
And then I
get it, but I don't get it. Like, I know that if you try harder things, you can get more points.
Right.
That just seems like a game show.
Okay, but that's what I don't get is they're like, oh, but because she did 4 flips. I'm like, so why isn't it the who does the most flips competition? That would be something I could easily understand. Routine? Yeah. Who does that the best?
How come they don't make? How come you can't see the points going up as they're doing it?
Yeah. Do they got to be on beat? Do they got to pick is the side? And then they got to pick the right song.
It's really half-assed when you think about it.
It's completely arbitrary. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And then I got to read an article about, well, the Russian judge really snubbed them. I'm like, who cares? It doesn't. None of this matters. The points are made up and it's meaningless.
Yeah.
I could go out there and go, I'm giving it a 1. Why? Because she looks like a bitch. Because there's no standard of grading. It's kind of like grading fucking Pokemon cards when I think about it. It's just all over the place. Whatever the judges are thinking at the time.
Now I'm annoyed thinking about figure skating.
Well,
how many of them died?
I like a lot, like 12, 14 or whatever.
That's
now,
a good start.
The only problem is, a lot of them were young. It's possible they could have grown out of it. They could have.
Who cares?
They're
still going to watch it then and contribute to the machine.
It's true.
You
have to hope that some of them would have been like, "What am I doing?" and gone on to do something productive.
Play lacrosse or something.
Yeah,
like a real lesbian.
But they were all little figure skating kids, and I go. I mean, it's bad, but it could have been way worse.
Did you see that I, Tonya movie? The Tonya Harding movie?
No. Where was that?
It was pretty... I saw it on an airplane. I don't know, ironically. It was a great movie. It's really funny that I think Jamie Presley is her name.
Okay.
Really great movie until at almost the end, when her humiliation is at its peak, she goes, everyone continued abusing me like I'd been abused my whole life. And she looks in the camera.
This is Tonya Harding saying this?
Yeah, and she goes, it's Jamie Presley, and she goes, and you did it too. Like looking right at the camera. It's like, yeah, fuck you. You attacked. How is this my fault?
Is that the lady? Wait, the lady who hit her or the lady who got hit is saying
the lady
this?
who hit her.
She's saying you did this to
me. Like making fun of her.
But
she didn't hit her. Her husband's idiot friend did.
But wasn't she in on it or no?
Not really.
Oh, so just randomly a guy was like, "Oh, I'll just beat the shit out of this other lady."
He was a nut job.
Yeah.
Real idiot.
Well, now I know.
Now you know.
But then why'd she get disqualified? Because she knew a guy who beat up the other lady?
I don't know, man. I got to watch that movie.
See,
again.
This is the only interesting part of the whole thing. And can you think of any other figure skating stories? No.
The one where that dangerous move where that lady chopped the guy's head off or something, and they banned the move, the Lotus move.
I don't think everybody got their head cut off.
I think that
the one where the Chinese girl just started spinning like a top.
Yeah.
And all these guys are running in.
Flip.
No, you can't do the top.
I think so. And then it was 2 men could do it.
I remember. And then it'll always be like, the Olympics are going on, there'll be like some news article. It's like, you have to watch the incredible performance from Jung Tong Gao and Tom.
Now this is just Chinese.
Whatever.
Racism.
That's because the Chinese, again, it's first of all a sport that is made for tiny Chinese women because they weigh 10 pounds, so spinning them around really fast doesn't. What is that?
Are you just
That's
jealous?
Not a sport?
Because if you tried it, the ice would all crack?
No, I don't want to spin around on ice.
I bet you.
There's no part of me.
I bet in your heart of hearts that you dream of spinning around gracefully on the ice.
I would rather just slide on the ice. Fuck the skates.
Like a penguin?
Yeah, that's fun on my tummy.
How come they don't have that for fat guys? Like a figure.
I think of all
belly
you know
sliding.
what? They have all these cool ice things, and that should be one. And instead, for some reason, there's all this importance paid to. Ooh, we got to watch the figure skating. Like so, then they report on it. It should be a fringe sport nobody cares about.
What do you think happened with that helicopter? You think it was remote controlled? You think the Saudis did it?
I think Tonya Harding did it. She wanted to take out the competition.
That'd be awesome.
A young Tonya Harding
came out and said, "I did it."
Turns out Tanya Harding just hates figure skaters.
Yeah, I want to take them all
She
down.
was secretly killing
be
them
the
for
only
the past
one
several
left.
decades. If I can't win, no one can.
What about Brian Boitano? That guy's
I was
cool.
going to say, I only know about him because of South Park.
Yeah, but so?
Yeah, I mean, but that's awesome.
dope.
Yeah, exactly. Well, again, that was the one time that I was like, maybe this figure skating stuff is cool, and I tried watching.
How come ice hockey guys never like figure skate for cancer or something?
Yeah, it would be.
You know?
Yeah, that'd be
We're
interesting.
doing like, what about the fucking ice capades? No way you're gonna sit here and shit on the ice capades, dude.
Do they still have the ice capades?
Do they still have Disney? Yes, they still have the ice capades.
You're talking about Disney on Ice?
fucking ice capades.
What are the ice capades?
Guys flying around on the ice, doing dances and having a little play and stuff. It's like theater, but it's on the ice. It's very
This is the
sophisticated.
gayest thing you've ever tried
You've
to pitch
never
to
fucking.
me.
Have you ever gone?
No, I guess
Oh,
not.
I saw Peter Pan on ice.
No, I
when
went to
was,
Disney
like,
on Ice when I
6
was a
years
kid. It was
old.
called Disney on Ice, though. It wasn't called
And
the
it's
Ice
cool.
Capades.
Ice capades the same thing.
I remember.
You're not gonna sit here and shit on the ice capades and
I don't
Disney
know,
on
man.
Ice, Trailer Park Boys on Ice.
Trailer Park Boys on Ice would be pretty good. It would make sense. They're Canadian.
Ladies
actually
coming
be pretty
out.
good. All right, I'll say this.
Come
yeah,
on,
look,
that's figure skating, basically,
that's not
bro.
okay, but that's figure skating without the score, the arbitrary scoring.
That shit
okay?
doesn't matter.
Look, if you want to do a stage play, I don't care what you're wearing. You can fucking do it on fire, on ice, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a play.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about all of a sudden. Oh well, it's like
I don't know.
There's like
I think it's pretty
music.
cool.
It would be okay. You know what? Figure skating would be cool if it was like a play. They should stop in the middle. They should have to do like all performance with lines and stuff.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I would watch that. It was like little like competing musicals. Now I'm into it.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just like, hey, remember this song? What if a guy and a lady were spinning around on ice while that song was playing?
Look, it's entertaining. I don't know what you want.
It's not
It's
entertaining.
cool.
It's not cool.
Wow, look at that. That bitch really you could really get slung around
All
like
the
that.
best parts of it could be reduced down to something else, like doing cool tricks on ice. Okay, that's like the
Ice-capades.
We'll do the X Games or something.
I hate the X. No, fuck the X Games.
I want to see a guy do a big flip.
I just can't watch something that's like so like linked together with like Monster Energy drink.
Well,
You know.
welcome to capitalism, man. Monster is a part of our lives. We must accept the monster.
Well, I don't think it's really a good problem that you brought in.
Okay, well, my problem
Figure
is
skating.
figure skating.
It's
It's stupid.
I give that problem a 5.1.
Look, rest in peace. I'm just saying those kids were wasting their lives to begin with. So
Oh,
it's not like a promising life was cut short. It was a
right. Waste already.
Kind
like
of-
a late abortion.
It was it's what's that word when it's like you're focused on yourself, you know?
Veto?
No, well, yeah. Where you're like
narcissism? Self?
Yeah, it was kind of a narcissistic like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, look at me.
Look at me. Look at how
Look
pretty
at how
I am.
look at how I can spin."
I think
Look at
you're
this.
jealous.
I don't think I'm jealous.
Okay.
It doesn't give back to the greater good, you know?
That's how I imagine you working on your comic.
I'm giving back to the greater good.
Back to the, like correcting the colors. I gotta get back.
I got to get back to the greater good.
I gotta get back to the greater good.
It's very important. That's
Okay.
my problem. Can I get a UFO sound effect to make it official?
My problem is women thinking they're hotter than they are. Let me just bring up this.
See, I don't know if I agree with the title of your problem.
What do you think it is?
Well, it's not that they think they're even hot. I don't know what to say. You know what? Maybe you're right.
This is this one made the rounds. This woman, what's her name?
Women
Alexa?
women not
Alexa.
Okay, here's the problem. Women not understanding what average is.
Okay, this is what happened.
Yeah.
What the hell? Come on. This is a woman who looks like that. She looks like I don't know. She looks like a second grade teacher. I don't know if she's got she's thick everywhere, but not enough. Like she just looks like a sausage person, you know? Like every it looks like
on it.
her body was painted all with the same thickness of thing.
Here, stop
She's
covering-
got little sausage fingers there.
Yeah.
Look at her. Everyone can see it.
I just don't want to cover us up.
There.
There. Okay. Well, I'd
see
say
it?
it's a normal looking lady. She's not
Right.
hideous.
She's not hugely fat, you know.
Yeah.
Now, this is what she said to Beardsley over here. You need to be
Well,
fucking
say what he
serious.
said
He said last
first.
time I checked, women are supposed to be pretty. They're doing some stupid online,
They're having an internet spat.
like
He said,
Eric July has. With
You're
everybody.
supposed to be pretty to this lady
And she says,
who was fighting with him about something.
you need to be fucking serious. LMAO, I'm way out of your league. And here's the thing. They look like they're fraternal twins
Yeah.
that cellularly mitosis earlier today. It looks like Beardson put a wig on and is in fact both of these people. Or she put a beard wig on her chin and she is in fact him. They look identical. Certainly their looks matched. They're definitely on the same exact league. And I mean, if the league was scored like logarithmically, they would still be probably the exact same number, computerally speaking.
I mean, if you told me that these people were in a loving relationship, I'd say, yeah, they look exactly like
I would
they
say
fit
not one
together.
of them lucked out in any way.
Not even slightly.
Yeah. No one's conning either one. They look
And
perfectly matched.
Just so you guys know, this is a tweet that for some reason got 500,000 likes, and it's like, oh my god, she totally blew him out. He looks so goofy and dumb.
No, they're all saying what I'm saying. That's
some people,
61 million views on this because everybody's saying, "Girl, what the hell are you talking about? You guys
Oh,
look."
really? It's like a mix.
Or
it's like all that?
There's nobody saying you blew him out.
To be fair, you guys look. Oh, god damn it!
Closely, all of them. Everybody in the world has seen this phenomenon.
You're so gorgeous. That guy's weird and gross. Lol.
And I don't know. I have theories on what drives it, but I know that it's annoying. I know that.
Yeah.
Is that as soon as women cross there's some tipping point that women will cross where if they're attractive, they'll start asserting annoyingly that they're ugly. And if they're the other way, they will annoyingly start asserting that they're good looking.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying.
In this case, we have, you need to be fucking serious. I'm way out of your league.
It's the what do you call it? Isn't it imposter? Is that your cognitive? It's that thing where dumb people think they're smart and smart people think they're dumb.
The Dunning-Krueger effect?
Yeah, it's like the Dunning-Krueger effect for appearance.
For women.
Yeah, for women.
Yeah.
Where ugly women are like, oh my god, I look fabulous, and like kind of attractive women are like, I'm so gross.
And
I
the
need to,
fatter
like,
they are,
throw up.
the fatter they are, the uglier they are. Here's what this woman actually looks like. I went digging around.
I mean, because like 80s girls going, oh my god, I'm so fat. I'm like, I've seen way fatter chicks than you.
She's pregnant.
You're not even fat at all. This is bullshit.
This is what way out of. This is not out of anyone's league.
Yeah. It's a normal looking lady. She could lose a little weight, I guess.
Dumpy.
Yeah. No, not dumpy.
There's a
She's
league
got a nice-
of baseball that
nice-
she's squarely
yeah.
in. I'll say that. I can't say the name of the league of baseball.
I would say she's I mean, for me, that's like a 9. For like an average guy, like a 6.5 maybe.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I'm saying, what would you rate her out of 10?
0.
That's a 0 to you.
Yeah, that's
She got a little arm fat. It's too much.
a little arm
Gotta
fat.
get toned.
Look, a little arm fat.
She got a big old arm.
She has bigger
there.
biceps than me.
That's
Look
a
at
big
this.
that's a big beefy fat
It's a
arm.
behemoth here. Mama pajama. Look at this.
I'm just saying, like,
It's all
you
over
know,
Tinder for the young men out there. You gotta be 6 foot, whatever.
right?
You gotta have a closet full of Rolos if you want to date me.
A closet full of Rolos.
I think that if women, I think they do this as a mating strategy, that they act as bitchy as possible, like they're hot shit, in the hopes of hitting like the lottery of finding the one sicko that this message resonates with. Like men will say, we'll try to broadcast to all the women. Like, all right, here's my message. Maybe one, I think you guys all pretty much like this, but these guys the women like this are going for like fetish stuff. The one weird guy who's like, oh yeah, you are. I love it when chicks act like they're way hotter than they are.
I think that we've reached this point with women where Well, we're in an interesting point in society where famously women's only power traditionally was their sex, because we didn't let them do anything else.
Uh-huh.
And then we started letting them do stuff.
Yeah, big mistake.
Yeah, but they're still trying to have this, look at I'm so empowered because of my body and my sex or whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't get both of those.
It's
It's either you're a strong, independent career woman or you can't even have me.
But they're not.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is they're kind of neither. Like now they want
Yeah.
both of those things. It's like, well, you're neither a strong, independent career woman nor are you so attractive that you get to play the pussy denied card.
But they can get both. That's what I'm saying. That's what I find
We
so
are giving
annoying
them
about it.
a lot.
Because
Yeah.
by thinking they're hot shit and by saying it over and over again, the making fun of it doesn't bother them.
Well, let's be clear. I mean, do we know what this woman's job is?
Emails. I guess.
That's what I'm saying is
Yeah.
because she has that, she has this, job that we gave her that makes
Yeah.
her feel like, empowered or like
Uh-huh.
she's doing something. She has all this undeserved confidence of
because of her job.
yeah.
I think they come out like this.
No, I think back when they were like housewife slaves, there was a little less of this it was like a little bit like catty, you're flirting with me or whatever. But at the end of the day, they're like, I got to lock one of these down or I'm doomed. But now they're like, oh, well, if it doesn't work out with men, I can just go back to my emails. So they can afford to be like completely retardedly choosy until they get to, fucking menopause age. And then they go, oh, fuck.
Is it?
My emails are not sating me. I shouldn't have been such a catty bitch.
But it works. What I'm saying is it must work. Like the guys that are like hounding women relentlessly.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but it works. I know that it
For
works.
the men?
For the men.
Yeah.
Like who act like big shots and they're not. This alternative strategy of insulting that a guy you were clearly on the same level with and probably attracted to, like this method of flirting,
Yeah.
it must work. I don't know, but
Well,
it must work.
I guess that's the other problem is the default female, because women can't bant. We know this. They don't have any insults
Terrible.
that would really cut to your core. So they always have
They
to.
don't even know what's going on.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's like they can't insult your intelligence because they're clearly less intelligent than you. They can't what can they? It always comes down to
I'm hot.
I'm hot
My
and you're
vagina.
not. My vagina.
Yeah.
And other stuff where they're like, you ever see those studies where it's like, whenever women talk about their turnoffs, it's always totally normal stuff. Or again, it's like, oh, he's not tall enough. It's like,
Yeah.
who gives a shit? Or it's like, oh, he's into video games. It's like, have you ever played a video game? They're really fun. Why would that be a turnoff to you, you dumb bitch? I don't
get that one.
They have the list of the top things that women like, hobbies that will turn a woman off. It was like collecting figurines and stuff.
That's
I get
true.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good list.
I guess
Smart of them.
Sure, but I mean that's what they've been. Women have been reduced down to a series of petty grievances. When at the end of the day, it's like the ultimate turnoff should be a guy who doesn't have a job. Like that's the number one thing.
Did you see that the bell curve that women rate guys is the average is like a 4 and then it falls off a cliff?
Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know.
And they all rate themselves like a 8 or something.
Do
like
women
that.
not? Okay, so obviously guys, we appreciate the female form. Like when I see a naked female body, I'm like, all right, there's some hoo-has and there's some whatever.
Okay.
But then do women just not like men at all? It's just like,
Now they need something else to go along with it.
yeah.
They make it up in their heads.
All this stuff where women are pretending to be erotic and into,
Yeah.
pornography or whatever else. I'm like, I think you guys are joking.
Well, what kind of
I don't even think you
pornography?
guys really do have orgasms. I think you guys started making that up.
Okay.
I think the female orgasm is a myth. Because if you guys were horned up, you would look at that beardy guy and you'd be like, yeah, I'd fuck him.
Well,
But they won't. Or they're denying themselves or something.
yeah, I guess it's gonna get worse. The women are gonna get bigger,
Yeah.
and they're only gonna get louder about how sexy they are. You know?
Well, I don't know. Trump's people are being shamed into. I mean, Lizzo's losing the weight now. We'll see.
She's not gonna keep it off, or her bones are gonna fall out or something.
Well, if the
on
Ozempic
that
she's taking
Ozempic.
might cause all her bones to fall out.
yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Loud, obnoxious women talking about how hot shit they are. That's
Are
like,
women happy? That's my question.
Who cares? What do you mean, happy?
Well,
About being hot?
what do they want?
Just like a robot agrees with them all the time, I guess.
Because I'm like, okay, you're having these interactions with men, and all your interactions are about like, I'm too hot for you, blah blah blah.
They
blah.
like that.
Right?
They wanted that to be tolerated.
So, but do you never want to date any guy? Because then you can tell every guy forever that you're too hot for them.
No, they want that forever. They want the same guy, and then just tell them how hot they are. I'm telling you, they want that. That what she's got there, but they want it forever.
Just to endlessly be a catty bitch who no man is good enough for.
If you can't handle me,
if you
they
can't
want
handle
that for 20
me.
years.
Well, I just keep saying, like, I don't. All my buddies are getting divorced, or like their relationships are falling apart, and and I keep going. I'm like, yeah, of course they are, because I've met women in the modern age, and I'm like, it is fascinating to me that you have no idea what you want. Like, I understand being a little confused about life, and being like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where the point of all this is.
Yeah.
But then you talk to women and you're like, well, what do you want? And they're like, whatever. And you're like, no, I don't know. It seems like you just want to be miserable. You just want someone to blame for you being miserable.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
And you just move from man to man because you're just perpetually miserable and you can't figure out why. So every time you find a new boyfriend, it's exciting for you because now you have someone to blame for the reason you're miserable. Anytime I talk to a girl, it's always about, oh my God, it was like my birthday and my boyfriend didn't do this fucking thing or whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, why would he? Who
why
cares?
would he do that?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I don't know, man. They're an enigma, some of these women.
Really?
Yeah.
Just misery machines.
Yeah.
Just complaining.
Basically.
Yeah, crying about everything. All right.
It's like I don't know. For some
You
reason,
got one setting.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there's this person made fun of me. Oh yeah? Well, your penis, my vagina. No, not gonna happen. But they do think they're hot. They really do.
They have but the female. Here's why the female confidence doesn't work. Is I'm like, when I read that from you and you're like, I know how hot I am, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I think you're dead inside. Like, I think that's like the ultimate cope from these women.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't think they're that delusional. I think they secretly know they're like, I'm miserable. I'm never gonna have a child. I don't know what I want out of life.
You sound like a incel. You're putting
Yeah,
way too much.
A little bit.
You're like putting imaginary punishments on the future on them to cope with them not hurting now.
No, it's not even
punishment.
punishment. I think it's punishments now. I think all these women are like secretly miserable. You think they're just floating around and happy?
I don't think they'll ever be happy.
I think it's all. Well, that's the thing. I think it's all a cope when they're online and like, ooh, I'm a boss, bitch. I get it done or whatever. And I'm like, you go home and cry and eat the ice cream and watch the sad.
They all cry. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. None of them are boss bitches. They're all fucking weepy crybabies.
Yeah.
Who are barely functioning, holding on to life, and just desperate to find a new father figure who they can blame for all their problems and then pump some kids out of them and ditch them like 5-10 years later.
Wow.
They're crazy.
Well, that's my problem.
It's a good
Women
problem.
thinking they're hotter than they are.
Women thinking they're hotter than they are.
I've never heard one say it and agree with them.
That they're hotter than the guy they're comparing themselves to?
Or just in general, like when they get on the tirade of how hot they are and how much money a guy's gotta
They can't even define. I mean, there was a thing
prostitute.
recently where like a girl went to like I don't know if it was like a coding thing or something. And she's like, oh my God, look what a guy did. And he like left her a note. He's like,
that she wrote?
Yeah.
The
Well, did
girly
she write it
handwriting?
probably?
Yeah.
It was like a note that was like, hey, you're pretty hot. If you want to hang out, here's my number. And she's like, can you believe a guy would do that? It's like, what, ask you out on a date? What do you want? You want to be
brag
you
more
want to be
guys.
hot and noticed and like known as like, ooh, I'm so hot, look at me.
Yeah.
But if a guy approaches you with romantic interest, it's like, I can't believe he would do that. Then why do you want to be hot? What is
No,
the
they
want to
brag about that to signal to more guys.
But they're not I think
That's how they're bragging.
I
like
guess,
when they
yeah,
talk
it's like
about
fake
getting
bragging.
like the Me Too shit. That was
Yeah.
all bragging about getting raped by famous guys. Because they're all like, "Oh yeah, you got raped? I got raped,
by
fucking
because.
Johnny Depp."
So, what do you think
That's,
about that?
That's how desirable I am. The hottest guy ever raped
Mr.
me.
Huxtable liked me so
They can't
much,
say that.
he made me sleepy. So take that to the bank.
You gotta go.
All right, here's a problem I got is what's the best way to put this? I don't have good eyes. My eyes kind of suck. I gotta wear these glasses, right?
Yeah.
You don't
Is that
wear any
affecting your
you don't wear any
coloring?
glasses or contacts or
Yeah,
anything.
my eyes are fine.
So have you ever had to do an eye exam?
No.
They're
Oh,
bullshit.
I mean, yeah, I've had to, but
Yeah. Or you gotta read the line or whatever.
JEW.
How is that?
SCA.
My problem is the eye exam. How is that?
Your problem is eye exams?
Well, how is that the best exam we have for the eye is the most important part of the human body. Out of all the things.
Okay.
If you lose your eyes, you're basically
You're fucked.
nothing. You're basically like we go like, oh, well, you can still listen to beautiful music. It's like that doesn't matter.
You can feel around and stuff.
You can feel around. Anytime you see a blind guy, you're like, that's just a corpse making noise. Doesn't even count.
What do you do?
I look at stuff. I look
Probably
at that.
most
I look at
blind
that.
people do more than you.
I look at
Probably
all
most blind guys
oh
do
my
more
God.
than you
Ooh,
in
maybe
life.
you can play piano and it'll be an
They
inspiring
do all kinds of
story.
stuff. They climb Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, you know what they don't do? See Kilimanjaro, which is what
Neither
I
have
do.
you.
I can see it on whenever I want.
They
They'll
can have
never
somebody
see
describe it. Like
I
you're
could
looking
go
at a
see it
picture.
right now if I wanted to, and they'll never get to see it. So that's a win for me.
They also can't read Super Killer.
They also can't read Super Killer, and they
Yeah.
never will. Look, the eyes are the most important part of the body. We all know it. It's what brings you closest to God is the ability to see.
Do women
all
with
the
no
beautiful.
eyes also think they're hot shit?
Possibly. They might. The eye should be a thing that we have like incredible technology for when there's a problem with your eye. We should be able to scan it from a million different angles and get
Okay.
every facet and every angle and fix the eye. Instead, you go into a guy's room and he points at letters on a wall. And he goes, "What letter is that?" And he goes, "That's how you test my eyes?"
What
The
do you
fucking
want?
thing that enables me to view God's green earth.
Yeah.
The most important fucking this photosensitive
Yeah,
spot
yeah,
that
yeah.
evolved over billions of years.
What do you want?
I want a fucking 3D laser grid. I want to be strapped in by 10 robot fucking assistants that go, your eyes. We're going to figure out what's wrong with your eyes.
Yeah.
And they're going to scan it and it's going to go into a fucking database and they're going to cross
What do you need
check.
it for? You just got to get glasses.
But you got to figure out what glasses you need. And the way they figure it out is they go, what letter is that?
What looks better, this one or
Which
this
one looks better? That one or that one? You go, I don't know. They kind of look the same. And the
Well-
guy doesn't go, listen, this is really important. You can't say they look kind of the same. I'm going to stay here with you for the next 12 hours until we figure out exactly what's wrong with your eye.
I think they're
Instead,
working
it's like a
fine.
quick fucking thing where he's at one or
Yeah.
two. One or two. One or two. This should be a thing. I should have weeks to figure out one or two.
Right.
Okay? I should be able to just sit there and just go, this is my eyes we're talking about, man.
Yeah.
He's like, which one? One or two? One or two? One or two? One or two?
It just seems like it's working.
No, because then I get out of there and I get the glasses prescription. And I go, this doesn't feel right. This feels like I fucked up the test. Feels like I said one. I should have said two.
Yeah.
And the guy's just like, he's just like looking down at a page. It's my fucking eyes. And it's just a guy at the Costco. Why did I get it at the Costco? And
Oh, wow. With all the Asian people at your Costco?
exactly. He's probably used to Asian
Wow.
eyes,
Better
which is why
watch
I got
out.
fucked. He probably had it dialed in for the Asian eyeball. He didn't have it dialed in for the Western eyeball, and now I got fucking Asian glasses. Okay? This should be a more
Why don't you
precise...
work on a better test then? You're so smart.
I'm not an eye
Put more
guy.
letters out.
You want to know what's funny? My grandfather was an optometrist, now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah?
I should have just went to him.
What did he
And
say?
He's dead now. He said, I'm
bullshit?
in a grave.
That's-
Gah. No, I never asked him. I should have asked him, hey, how come the eye test is such bullshit? If anything, I think because I knew my grandfather, I think he knew it was bullshit too. He made a lot of money as an
Okay.
optometrist.
Yeah.
He made a good money doing that. You can't make a lot of money from it now, though. Now all the glasses are. You used to make all your money from the glasses. But now you just get your glasses online. Yeah.
Oh.
You get your prescription.
You're
you
just
go
sitting
online.
there doing tests? How come you can't do that test at home?
That's another good question.
Like, look at the thing. Put the
You're
thing on
looking
the
at
wall.
a thing and telling. I should be, yeah.
Here, it's this one.
You should be able to send me an eye test to my house. I can tell which one's one or two is better without a guy flipping a switch.
Yeah.
That's all he does?
Is that all he does?
Don't you want to scan the eye with like a scanner or like, take some fucking liquid samples
They probably do
of
that
it?
for rich people, not for you.
Well,
but
I
they
want
do
to know.
that.
I want a rich guy eye exam. I want I want perfect eyesight. I guess I got to get the LASIK or something, but I don't want LASIK.
You don't have LASIK? Why don't you get laser eye surgery?
I like glasses.
You like glasses?
Look at me. I look like a skeleton without these sunken in fucking eyes.
But they're
I
a
look
pain
like
in
a
the ass, aren't
corpse.
they?
A little bit.
You'd prefer to have glasses?
Look at my tiny little beady monster
cares?
eyes. They make it look like I have giant cartoon eyes. It's fun. I look like a
You
hideous.
have glasses because you think it looks better?
Yeah. Look at this. I look like a hideous. Look, I have these
look
tiny
like a
little
normal
eyes
guy.
set into my big fat face.
Your eyes.
This is what I look
the way
like
your
normally.
eyes look is the least of your problems. You look fine.
I look like a lady's gonna tell me you're not good enough for me, but then I put these on and they go, that's kind of sophisticated.
So you could wear fake glasses.
Yeah, I could
like
do
just
that. I
like
could
just
do
the
that.
frames.
But then the LASIK, I don't understand. Okay, so there's a laser that can burn perfect eyesight into me. We have that
guess.
technology, but the technology for glasses is still a
The
guy
computers are built
asking me
into
to
the laser
read a
thing.
chart with letters on it. How is there only two options? There's a super futuristic laser that burns perfect
That's the
eyesight
one, yeah.
into your head,
Yeah.
or a guy with letters on the wall. That's the only two options. There's no middle ground of like slightly more technologically
Why would you want them to
advanced.
do all the computer stuff and not burn lasers in your eyes?
I don't know. I just
fixed it. It's done.
Maybe you're right. Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe once the laser came along, we should all just say whatever because the laser's expensive.
You're too like. How much could it be to see straight forever?
You got a good point. Although I
Why
heard
do
it's
you do
not
that?
forever. Don't you have to get it like corrected every couple like decades? Every decade or
you
so.
Can manage that.
I got to go back and have
20 years.
Isn't it kind of weird? But then don't they cut open your eye? This is
Yeah,
for Tony
then
from
it
Hack the
doesn't-
Movies. Tony, they take a knife and they stab you in the eye.
They do.
To put
Yeah.
a laser in it.
And then you can't be like a jet pilot or something like that, I think.
You can't be a jet pilot if you get LASIK.
Yeah, because that flap never heals.
Oh.
Why don't you do it?
I don't want to be a jet pilot. First, I'll get the hair. I'm going to get the
Then
hair
your glasses
implant.
aren't all fogging up all the time.
Yeah. I should get the anti-fog glasses.
Oh.
That would be good. I need new glasses. Point is, I got to get an eye exam.
So what's your problem? Eye exams?
Yeah, they suck. Because I'm going to go in there, and the
You
guy...
just want a bunch of computer shit happening that doesn't really matter.
I want...
Like a robot going like,
know what?
better there or better
I
there.
would rather a robot do it because a robot, I don't have to have a guy like, come on, man, one or two. Come on, man.
They don't pressure you like that.
But there's like an unspoken, like, bro, you got to pick one. I can't I should be able to go into a room with a robot.
Take your time.
And take my time. I should get 10 hours to go. Can I see one again? Because that's the other thing
Wear
is
your
you go,
eyes out.
sometimes you go like, hey, can you go back? Let's go back to the last one. The guy, you'll hear the optometrist. He goes,
Are you like a nightmare in there when you're getting your eyes checked?
I go, can you do it? Can you show it again? Can you show me two again?
Oh, I bet you are.
And he goes,
again.
come on, man. One or two. I'm like, don't
Are they
fucking
just looking
pressure
at
me.
E's and stuff?
It's my eyes. If I told you I'm going to take one of your eyes out of your head, you'd probably be pretty upset about it, right? So why would you not be similarly anxious about making sure you can see out of it correctly?
I remember it being kind of like high pressure.
It's very high pressure.
But can't you just go back and get new lenses?
Yeah, they got to go through the whole fucking thing again. I want
You're going
to.
to Costco. That's what happens. You got to go to like a family
It's all the same.
optometrist or
It's all
something.
the
It's
same.
not all the same as Costco.
The Costco guy probably makes more than the family optometrist.
Makes more, yeah, but you need like that special touch. You need like neurotic optometrists.
there should be a database of optometrists.
I always wanted to see it for over and over again. I pay by the hour.
I want an ad from an optometrist that goes, I like
I like staying there all day.
I like I like flipping between 1 and 2.
Love it.
It's really fun for me.
Sometimes I'd make you do it again just to make sure.
I like doing the tests. If there was a guy who said I like doing the tests, it's fun for me.
That's what I think.
Take as much time as you want because I'm having a blast. If every time I said, "Can I see one again?" he went, "Yes," and he flipped it back. That's the test I want. The guy who's so into giving the fucking eye exam that he's like, yeah, dude, I could do this all fucking day. You want to see the fucking letters again?
Do it on this chair.
Which way's the E facing? Oh, you didn't get it. You want to try it again? Yeah. He's got all sorts of fun chairs and shit.
I see. Okay.
I'm just imagining getting the little note card in the mail, you know, that you get from like the doctor. Just a guy giving a thumbs up. I love giving the test. Come on by.
Come on by.
Do it for
all
fun.
day.
We pay
Half-hour minimum.
We pay you to take the eye exam. That's how much we like doing it. I'll give you $20 to sit in my chair and look at your fucking eyes.
It is kind of like I've only had to do it twice, and I was worried, like, oh,
yeah,
fuck.
because you might fuck it up and then your eyes are fucked up because you picked the wrong fucking number.
Yeah, but I've thought that, and then I thought, like, that's probably fine. It's probably close enough.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't even know if this is the right prescription. If it's just close enough. It seems
Could
like
you see?
It's a close enough science. I can see, but like I feel
Which
like it should
finger
be
am I
better.
holding up?
I can't tell. None of them make any sense. All right, well, that's my problem is eye exams.
Can be pretty stressful, I guess.
It's very stressful.
Get LASIK. What if they make you do that while they're doing the laser?
What? They make me
Read stuff.
Read stuff.
All right, this one's permanent, so make sure you pick.
All right, which laser, 1 or 2? I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, one of them will blind you permanently, so pick the right laser and not.
How you doing in like the relationship department? Does this come up?
What, the eye exam stuff
does
come
this
up?
Anxiety? Does this choice
I think
anxiety
I think
come
this is why
up
all
in
my
any other?
relationships end in a tragedy.
Is that why Super Killer's not out? Because of
There's
this
a lot
exact...
of indecisiveness.
The color is the red.
Which
Better
color is the
here.
red? It is. There is a lot of that. That is a problem I have.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
The Pogs.
Maybe you should be going to a therapist and not an eye.
I had to print like 20
optometrist.
versions of the Pogs to make sure the yellow was correct. And I think I got it.
You nailed it.
I think so.
The Pogs are
The Pogs are
primo.
maybe off by a couple degrees, but
The Pog or the color?
the color.
Like the warmth of the color?
Yeah, the color warmth of a yellow.
Well, it's stuck now.
Sorry, is it more of a golden? Do you want more of a goldenrod or more of a kind of like a
Where is it?
bumblebee?
Where can I see it?
I should have brought him in. I'll bring
What
in
color
the
is
Pogs.
this? Is this too yellow?
That's too pale.
pale. Oh, okay.
Well, not pale, but like this is more. It's almost tending
Neon.
towards green. Yeah,
Okay.
which is fine. But
My problem is
should be more of a golden.
Is that it?
That's my problem. Yeah.
My problem is credit goblins.
Credit goblins.
I woke up today.
That's the magic deck I was playing.
I like
Get
goblins.
that commander deck. I got a goblin deck I could loan you.
I woke up today, and before I realized that I was alive, you know, in that few moments of like happiness that you have
Yeah.
before
Brief, fleeting
before you
moments.
remember who you are and what you've done. And
I'm sorry, that's a really good line. A brief moment of happiness before you realize who you are and what you've done. What are you, waking up on death row? Are you a murderer?
just like that's what waking up is. Like you just wake up and there's a couple of seconds where you don't have any memory
Yeah.
of anything really,
And then you
and
remember.
then something will remind you, like
Oh, yeah.
the dog will move, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. I
I'm
have
this
a whole
guy.
life.
I'm
oh
this
yeah.
guy.
Okay, I
And
remember.
I'm
a bunch of
trapped
stuff.
here.
Right in that moment.
That's the most depressing summary of waking up I've ever heard. That's great.
That's what it is. That's not.
You wake up
I
all
mean-
bright and fresh like a newborn. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm alive.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
you remember
God.
like what day it
Oh,
everything you
God.
remember makes it worse. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I got to do this
There's
today.
nothing to look
and
forward to.
Not enough time. I don't have enough time to go back to sleep before the
Yeah.
dog needs food. I can't find my phone. I got to move. I got to pee. All this stuff.
There's a lot of that.
I woke up and the first thing that I saw was this guy messaging me.
Oh, exciting.
He said, "Hey Dick, if you use a graphic I made, please credit me. Thanks." And I thought, whoa.
It's got a smiley face emoji and a praying hands emoji.
Yeah, but you could. The tone is a little. It doesn't match the smiley face, does
Please
it?
credit me if you use my graphics.
If you use a I don't like it because it's making the accusation already. You know,
Right.
It's
saying
framing
you
the
didn't
sale.
do this thing.
You did this and you didn't do this. I'd like you to do that. And I say, I don't know that you haven't really, this message out of nowhere doesn't really prove that I did this anyway. But my first thought is, oh my God.
Hey, Dick, big fan, but next time you fuck my mother, if you could use a condom. Hold on 1 second.
1 second.
What happened?
I really, I get a lot of, fan art.
Right. Sent to you.
Yeah, and I try to always retweet it and stuff and like point people where they are, but sometimes it comes in like in a way I don't have access to it, but I still want to get it out there, Yeah. Like say, check this out. It'll be an email, and I'm like, fuck, I can't link to your like Buzzle or whatever, your red note
Buzzle,
or whatever it is. I don't know how to link to your Instagram from
Just
Twitter.
flamdar.tk/user/jimjam.
All
Come
right,
on, man.
I still want to get it out there. I think, did I do that? Did I rip off? I just did a bonus episode. Did I rip off somebody's content somehow?
Don't want to do that.
And then I said, but what's this accusation, right? What is? And I said, I don't know. Something's not right about this. So I said, what? That's what he says. See there, right?
Yeah,
what?
What did you steal?
And this is what I stole. Let me bring this up so you see what I did when I didn't credit this guy for.
Dick stealing Valor, stealing memes. What is this?
Where is it? Where is it? Fuck, come on.
Dick stole a graphic.
Damn it, I thought it'd be right in the chat here.
This guy linked you to it or no?
Yeah, but my internet's all slow.
I get a lot of people, yeah.
Here it is.
Let's see.
Okay. He linked it to me here.
So you stole a graphic.
This is what necessitated the, hey, if you use my graphic, why don't you give me a, credit
little credit here. Little something.
Yeah, I worked hard on this stuff,
Right.
Give me some credit. Give me a
little love.
Yeah, come on, you Mr. Big Shot. Don't fuck me over.
Let's take a
like
look
this.
here.
Here's what the graphic was.
He made a little bar graph.
This is a bar graph of Eric July's dwindling sales numbers for
Great War of Separation not doing very good.
Great War It's the separation of the fans from Eric July, I think.
There's a lot going on over there. Not to get too sidetracked. Maybe we'll talk about it.
Is it about a divorce? Is that what the comic is about?
Oh, no. I hope that's
who's
not
getting
what's
the kids
happening.
in the Great Separation
I hope
War?
That's not it. So you saved this image and then you...
I saw it somewhere and I clicked post and then made some comment about it.
Yeah.
And then I get, hey, if it's a bar graph of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars.
It's data.
Yeah. Data
So it's numbers that were arranged into a infographic that
Excel, here's the number and then here's the title and then you click make a bar graph.
Right.
And then you post it.
Here's what guys don't seem to realize is
I don't need to wake up to this.
But
why don't
also,
you go fuck yourself?
Also,
put your head in the oven.
Okay, you made a bar graph.
Put a fucking watermark on it if you want credit so much.
Sure. And also,
Dick brain.
What do you get out of somebody knows that you made the bar
Hey, everybody!
graph?
Fucking Johnny Pencil Dick made this. Everybody! Hold on, I've got something to say about this graph, but before I say it, God, you gotta follow, what is this guy's name? You gotta follow Indie Comic Jones for all your hot data needs. Holy fuck! Please, I don't want the tireless data collection of these 7 data points of how many comic books Eric July sold to get overlooked by my commentary, my one-off joke on it. It's really important that we pay attention to the guy putting 7 numbers in an Excel spreadsheet and then pressing print graph or whatever. Because obviously he didn't. It could have been just fucking anybody who made a bar graph. It was definitely Indie Comic Jones. It's trademark Indie Comic Jones.
Well, he should put his watermark on there. That would be good.
He should put his watermark on his eyeball so that everything he sees. And
he
this
should
is
blast
just
a
Twitter.
Watermark through the back of his skull, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, etch it on a 9mm bullet, and then affix it to your fucking visual cortex. This happens everywhere.
Yeah.
Every single. Hey, you gotta buy Bitcoin. Hey, It worked out well. How about a little
something?
How about that Italian place I told you about? Like, what? You didn't, it's not yours. You didn't make
but
the fucking...
I told you about it.
I don't want to be told that I owe you something. Okay? About anything. Everybody does this. In every facet of life, there's some little credit goblin. Oh yeah, well, how about something for me?
Well, also, there's a lot of fake credit goblins. Like, I saw recently, Candace Owens was complaining where she's like, I broke this story about the Blake Lively thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Andy Signore was like, bitch, we broke that like 3 hours before you did. You have no idea what you're talking about. And look.
Credit goblin.
Here's how you be a credit goblin. You go, you gotta kind of go, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's like me with that stupid video of the fucking witch or whatever. Like, I wish I'd put a watermark on that because then everybody could have came to my channel. That would have been funny, but whatever. I didn't. It's not the end of the fucking world. Or, Ian Miles Cheong steals posts from me all the fucking time.
All the time. Yeah.
And he never goes, I got this on Vito's feed. I go, I know you got it on my feed. He even uses my fucking screenshots. I go, it's funny. I'm influencing Elon Musk by shit posting on Twitter because he just follows Ian Miles Cheong.
You ever imagine, hey, Ian, why don't you go ahead and give me if I could just give you a little pray. I hope you'll notice the fake-ass praying contrition emoji that I put here in the smiley face. We both agree that you fucked up. If you could just not fuck up in the future.
You just got to play it correctly. Honestly, this guy should have messaged you and said, hey, Dick, I saw your tweet. I'm glad my graphic was useful to you.
No, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed no matter what.
You would have been pissed if he said...
Don't ever talk to me and within your mind that you think you're going to correct something I did.
It's not correcting. He's saying, hey, I'm glad you were able to use it.
If he was glad that I was using it, then by all means do it. But if in your mind you have any sort of treachery, don't do it. I'll tell. You might not even know yourself.
You got to go, hey, I'm glad you used it. You should follow me. I'm going to have more stuff like that. You can use it as a networking opportunity.
Okay, maybe then,
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe then.
It's a little transparent, but
Next time you use one of my graphics. Oh shit, a graphic? Graphics are hard. It takes a lot of work. I don't want to
get these. I
don't want to take anybody's,
Yeah.
Work. What graphic was it? Well, it's a little something.
Well, you could have. You
bar graph.
You could have retweeted him, Dick. I don't know why you didn't do that.
Because I didn't want. Well, I didn't know that I got it from him.
Yeah.
But I don't want someone else's fucking commentary getting between the data and what I'm saying on it.
Oh, so it's justified that you stole his bar graph.
Yeah, I'll take anyone's fucking bar graph and use it. Hey, look at this information. I'm talking about this information. Hey, but I put that information in a graph. It's the fucking information that we're talking about, shit for brains. You didn't make a graphic. You didn't make anything. You put the data in a column. I'm talking about the data, not you.
It's not. If it was a more well-designed bar graph, I would maybe be more sympathetic.
Even that, that graph with the liberals and conservatives, that cloud that everyone's posting. Do you think the scientists are like,
excuse me. We put that data together and it was...
Look, if it was a really fancy, nice graphic, because I make some nice graphics, and I would get it if somebody.
It's not creative. It's just data. You're not creating anything to get credit for, you moron.
It's got to be a little more. It's like when people, because there will be guys who repost people's comics without their
That's totally different.
That's totally different.
It's a creative effort. It takes work.
It's not just numbers.
Yeah.
Numbers that were, again,
you
fed
had a
into
pizza
a
restaurant, right? Well, how about something for me? Yeah, it's a pizza restaurant. They're all over the place.
Did you post the menu of my restaurant without my... Do you know I put a lot of work into making that menu? It's just a list of your prices, man.
Let's see, yeah.
Yeah, can you credit me for designing that menu, please? Oh, all right, I just wanted to put it on Yelp to... Okay. Sure. People...
And then the day was worse for...
But here's what I'm going to... You know what? The problem is that I would say me and... I don't know the best way to put this, but we get credit for a lot of things. There's some guys who probably don't get a lot of credit in their life. And they're like, this is their one...
they don't deserve it.
This is their one time to be like, hey, I made this bar graph.
You're not deserving any credit for a fucking bar graph. Yeah, but you didn't make the numbers or...
Well, that's the thing is if he'd come to you, if he said hey, it would really,
It's like a guy going
it means a lot to me that you're using my bar graph.
Here's a list of people that climbed Mount Everest. Oh, wow. Hey, everybody, did you know the people who climbed Mount Everest? Hey, why don't I get any credit for that? Because you didn't climb Mount Everest.
put the list together.
I made the list, though. That's not a thing. It's not a thing to make a list of things that other people did.
Yeah, and it's also publicly accessible data. It's not like you had to like meticulous. I mean, I
don't know that
up,
you made it.
Yeah,
actually,
I don't know where you got the data from. Who knows?
I figured you found it on Reddit. I don't know.
Honestly, you could probably go to ChatGPT and go, "Can you give me the list of the sales numbers for these books and make it into a bar graph?" I bet it could do that. Actually,
the manners are just atrocious.
Yeah.
The manners of
ChatGPT could probably make that in about 10 seconds.
Well, I don't know.
If you said, "Can you give me the sales numbers for the following comics and arrange it into a bar graph?"
Grok, maybe.
No, ChatGPT is pretty good at that stuff.
But it's new. It's new data. ChatGPT doesn't have brand new data.
Oh, it's always like out by a couple months. Yeah.
Yeah, because this was the great war of separation.
Which is the new one. Well, you could say, "Can you add a column for," and then you could add a data point yourself, but it could get all the other ones in
Look,
there.
I just see an interesting graph. All right, I'm posting the graph.
Could be AI.
I don't need a
guy who sent it to you might be AI.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's all fake.
You run it through AI. Hey, should I send this? No, don't send that. It's the AI Manners app.
Wow, Gooding really did not sell, huh?
Because Mike Barron wrote it, and Mike Barron sucks. That's why. Because he's an old pervert.
Oh, hold on, I don't know.
He's an old worthless pervert.
It's always confusing to me about because like some of these guys are still like
Mike Barron sucks. Look at his comic. It sucks.
I didn't read Gooding. I don't know. Maybe it's good. It's about a guy.
It's about Mike. It's about Mike Barron thinking he's like a young gay blonde boy.
Is Bloodruth out or no? No, that's not out yet. I haven't read Gooding and I haven't read Horseman.
Someone sent me Sorassi or whatever the name is of the Irish one.
That's out? Is that in the magazine?
I don't know. They sent it to me. I haven't read it.
What is going on?
Should I credit him? Do I need to credit the guy that sends me pirated materials?
Shut up. It's not pirated. We've all paid for all this.
Mine's pirated.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I don't care.
I love paying
I didn't do
for
it.
my Ripiverse books. They're my favorite thing. All right. Credit goblins. That's a good one.
Because they're everywhere. Like
they
at work.
Are.
Oh, yeah. I showed you how to do I'm the one that showed you how to do it. That's your job, man. Your job is to show me how to do it.
I mean, it is. I hate to say it.
Problem.
I might be a little bit of a credit. It's not. I'm not a credit goblin, but it does feel nice when you do something. You're like, hey, I did that. You know? Like I don't know if you saw me posting recently, or I was like, and this is like completely stupid. There's a game called Tales of Graces that's getting an HD remaster or whatever that just came out, and I was like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was the first guy to rip the opening music and put it on YouTube. So everybody, and it's got like 2 million views.
Classic, yeah.
And I'm like,
this is exactly.
So I'm like,
about.
Everybody who watched that video, they don't even know they're watching it off my PlayStation. It's kind of cool to think about. It's a rip directly from my PlayStation.
So I said, So I said, what? And he says, I think someone sent you the graphic yesterday. This was the original. I said, oh, you want me to hunt down whoever made a random bar graph and tag him? Because you're too lazy or stupid to put a watermark on it?
Well, you fired back pretty hot.
Don't fucking text me in the morning about it. And then he says...
to text you? It's a Twitter DM.
Don't ever put anything in writing at me. And then he says, no, I thought you had downloaded the image after you saw the post. I saw someone else using the image as well. Okay, so it's an epidemic of thievery. Moving forward, I will put a watermark. Your impending fatherhood is getting you on edge. Settle down. You'll be fine. What a fucking cocksucker!
And then
I hope he gets colon cancer. This guy, winky face.
I hope he goes to the eye doctor and he gets all the numbers wrong and they fuck up his eyes.
Fucking Coke bottles.
He goes blind.
Why are you bringing up my fucking kid? Because you're too dumb to watermark your worthless bar graph. Hey, you know that bar graph you stole? Excuse me?
Yeah.
You know that bar graph you posted? Yeah. Well, I made the bar graph.
Could you credit me for my bar graph?
You weird fuck. What the fuck do I care?
Did he block you or did you block him?
I blocked him. I said, get fucked, retard.
Well, he didn't approach you.
Shit.
He's got to approach you and say, hey, I'm glad you found it useful.
They're like, people are mentally deranged, you know?
Yeah.
And I bet they behave like this all the time in situations where nobody can say anything because you can't tell somebody at work, go fuck yourself, retard.
Well, I think everybody on the internet, you want to be influencing things, but then when your influence goes, unnoticed.
Your bar graph?
Well, that's the thing is you got to put it in perspective, and the proper perspective is to go, hey, I'm glad Dick was able to use my bar graph.
Wow, 100 likes.
I can't believe everyone doesn't know I made this bar graph. If people don't know I made the bar graph,
I'm a mover.
Well, what's going to happen if people don't know you made the bar graph? Nothing. It's just, your day's going to be the exact same.
Psychotic.
Do you think I'm going to like
Psychotic.
see Indie? Well, now I do have to say, next time I see Indie Comic Jones tweet, I'm going to go, oh, well, there's that guy who made that bar graph.
Pull his hat.
So maybe
pull his hat through his head and punch him in the face, like like an old
head through the hat.
The head through the hat. Like pull the hat down.
I don't know if he wears a hat, but if he does,
Why would he be going by Indiana Jones if he's not wearing the fucking hat? You know
I don't
exactly what kind of
know.
guy this is.
You think he dresses like Indiana Jones all the time? Now you're coming up with stuff. Could just be an internet
What do you want to
name.
bet that he's got 2 pictures of himself
He
in a hat?
probably owns an Indiana Jones hat. I'm not saying he wears it all the time.
You're on edge.
I'm not ready to make that leap. All right, credit goblins. I'm sorry.
If you have a credit goblin in your life, you know what I'm talking about. One thing I'll credit you for.
I'm cheeky about my crediting. I'm like, I did do this thing, but don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
You showed me, I think you should leave with Tim Robinson. You've never mentioned that. That's something a credit goblin would do constantly. Every time I watch it or bring it up, they'd say, yeah, I showed you that show. And you'd be like, why don't you shut the fuck up?
It is in the back of my mind that I go, but for me, I'm just happy where I'm just like, oh, I'm so glad that I showed this to Dick and he really likes it.
Yeah.
Because whenever you're like, oh, dude, there's a new season, I'm like, I'm so glad I told him about the show because now I have somebody to share it with.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to go, well, I watched it first.
That's what it is.
Like, I'm not going to be that guy. Yeah, I was really insistent, though. I was like, dude, you would really like it. And I guess I was right.
All right, what are our problems?
Maybe I should take more credit for it. I really have changed your life.
Don't be this guy. Nobody be this guy.
Did Mort Krim die?
I hope not.
Why did I think that? I don't think he did.
No.
Yeah, no. They should do another season of Detroit because I've been watching that again.
Credit goblins.
Eye exams. Those ostentatious figure skaters, which are what? Eye exams?
How do you not do an eye exam?
I've done it.
Okay,
they suck.
Which one's better? That one. All right.
No, man. See, you have fine eyes, so you don't know.
Figures. Can you say that in a less gay way?
Figure skate, fine eyes.
Yeah.
Your eyes are so fine. They sparkle like diamonds.
Women who think they're hotter than they are.
Yeah.
Women who think, man, I ordered a beer like an hour ago. What's happening here?
That pregnancy.
Did I text the right?
It's got the help staff.
Is it on? Is she sleeping? Probably. Fuck.
When the housekeeper gets pregnant, all of a sudden
they're hotter than
that was the problem. That was the problem Arnold had.
Housekeeper got too hot.
He knocked up the help, and all of a sudden, he's not getting his laundry done. The house is a mess. He goes, that's why you don't sleep with the help.
All
right, guys. Well, don't forget to vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. Bonus problems at patreon.com/biggestproblem. We might have to do the biggest problem and.
I'm going to use all that guy's crap. I'm going to steal them all.
We did card games, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. We should. Did we?
I think we
got to
did.
do Magic. I don't know, man. Magic's pretty. But we're both
we
excited
did do
about
card
it.
games. Yeah, we actually already did that bonus episode. We forgot about it. I can't do it again. We should just play Magic and record it. That would be fun.
That's not content.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I don't want to do that kind of content.
Why? Because it's entertaining and fun?
It's not entertaining or fun.
Playing Magic is fun.
Watching two guys play Magic poorly is not fun.
First of all, I do not play poorly. I am an excellent Magic player.
I'm not. So then how would it be good?
You know Magic. You could be good.
I know the mechanics of the game. I'm not any good at it.
Well, you could get better.
Why would I want to get better at Magic?
So we can play more Magic.
I know.
So you can try to win the guy's credit.
Vito, the biggest problem in the universe right now is people seem to have forgotten why eggs are so fucking expensive.
Oh, okay.
I've known this since the Biden administration, and people are still being like, it's Trump's fault. He's been in office for like a week and a half.
Say what it is.
He hasn't fixed it yet. Because the FDA needs major reform. Because for one chicken they find with the sniffles, they have to kill 10,000 of them. Because they were in the area.
Is that true?
Oh, I mean,
they do murder the shit out of them.
Why don't we just
kill
test
all the
chickens? Fuck you!
Yeah, if like one cow gets mad cow, they just kill the whole fucking herd. I'm pretty sure.
Fuck your chickens! Oh, they're down the drain, you fucking asshole!
All right, I can't understand what. They kill too many chickens? Is that what he's saying?
I think he's saying, one chicken gets sick, so they kill all the chickens.
Is that good?
I mean, we murder the shit out of chickens. You ever see the way they...
I don't care about the murder. I mean, is that affecting egg prices?
I don't know.
Are we killing too many chickens?
Does the president affect gas prices?
Yes.
All right, so Trump's responsible for the egg prices.
Correct.
That motherfucker. He got into office and he immediately said, I want eggs to be more expensive.
Eggs are more expensive now?
Yeah, you didn't hear that? You haven't seen the run on eggs?
What are you talking about?
Eggs are gone. You can't get eggs no more.
Okay.
They're
This is
gone.
all made up nonsense. Okay. Fine. Fine. There's a run on eggs.
Vito. So about the left and the right and which side makes it easier for sex perverts to get off?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of this guy called Joe Biden?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You heard of him?
Or maybe all of those rapists and murderers that get let out of prison that you get called racist for pointing that out.
No, you
because
didn't name
they
a
just
single
happen
one.
to be
That's
from a different
interesting.
country.
It's funny.
Who's doing that, I wonder?
Washington.
Funny you can't name
Anyway,
any.
go fuck yourself, Vito.
What do you think about that?
What I think about is everybody was trying to correct me, and they're like, "Oh, so the left doesn't deal with sex perverts. What about Diddy?" And I'm like, the guy who's getting dragged through the courts, and he's got a million documentaries about how he's a sex pervert. Yeah, we take care of him.
Well, he was doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, everybody does it for a long time, and then they get caught.
That's not an acceptable response. We got him eventually. That doesn't disprove
rich.
the argument of there's a shitload of sexual predators on the left.
I'm just saying that if P. Diddy was like a MAGA guy, right now there would be way more like, that's bullshit. But because he's like a liberal, it's like, no, of course he did it.
About R. Kelly.
They're black.
Oh, okay. So there's no true Democrat sex predator. They're either caught or black.
Or black, yeah. I mean, we understand in the black community, it's like, what are you going to do?
Who's we? You black people?
Well, I'm just saying these 15-year-olds are running around asking guys to pee on them, and R. Kelly obliged.
Mm-hmm.
These black girls love it.
Biggest problem in the universe is the ice cream man.
Agreed.
Drives through your neighborhood, playing music, selling fucking sugar like a goddamn terrorist. He needs to be fucking stopped.
Selling sugar
That is
like
the
a
biggest
terrorist?
problem in
What the fuck does
Go
that
fuck
mean?
yourself.
All right, are you an ice cream man? Why do you have the sound there the whole time?
He didn't even make a fucking point. Like, what do you not like about the ice cream man? He drives through your neighborhood selling sugar like a terrorist.
Everybody likes ice cream
What
man.
terrorist sells sugar? That comparison doesn't make any sense.
Idiot. Okay.
If you had said like the fucking noise he makes.
Everyone loves the noise.
Did I ever tell you about the tamale lady who used to go through my neighborhood?
No.
So I used to wake up to this hideous screeching. And for like a year, this is when I was living in South Central, and for a year, I thought it was like a lady doing like some sort of religious chanting in her yard or something.
Yeah.
Because I would wake up and I would just say, and I'm like, what the? Is this like some Native American? What the? And I never could figure out what it was. And one day I catch her and I look outside and it's a lady pushing a cart. She's going, tamales, tamales, tamales. And I'm like, it's a tamale lady?
You couldn't understand tamale?
No, because it sounded like, I thought it was like a fucking religious cult.
Right.
And it was the tamale lady. And I went, who the fuck needs a tamale at 9 a.m.? What the fuck?
People
Stop
who've
it.
been working since 5.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's just an old lady pushing a fucking cart around.
Okay.
That was worse than the ice cream guy. The ice cream guy, I like that little jingle. It's better than a fucking lady yelling.
Hey. So I'm meeting Carl Jr. here late at night on the weekend.
Nice.
But I just thought of this. So my buddy's dad, he's a big-time movie producer, produced some of the biggest blockbusters in Hollywood, Transformers and shit.
Okay.
And
Steven Spielberg.
you know what really upsets me? Here's the biggest problem in the universe.
Bruckheimer?
It's having to treat people, grown-ups, with kid gloves. Let me explain. So this guy, very hyper-powered, big money guy, when I express my opinions to him about movies and shit, I have to wear kid gloves around him because if he gets upset if I contradict or challenge his opinions about movies. Don't get me wrong. The guy produces movies. That don't mean he gets shit about movies. He doesn't understand shit sometimes about movies.
Okay.
Like, he just produces them. So, basically, when I have to debate him on whether or not, like, The Brutalist that just came out, or, you know, Wicked is shit or not, and it was a good movie and blah, blah, blah. He has these fucking tirades of like, well, you don't understand what you're talking about. I'm in the industry. And so I have to
big leaguing.
Treat him with kid gloves with my opinions about movies.
Why are you talking to this guy about movies, then?
It
sounds useless.
He gets to just have his way willy-nilly. And this succeeds to any other realm. Like, if there's a self-expressed expert on any kind of field, you have to treat that person with kid gloves.
I don't know if treating them with kid gloves is I don't know if that's the term.
You don't even fucking know. Where's your fucking
This is what happened with Eric.
Where's your degree?
The comic sucks.
Oh,
Yeah, but
the difference is this guy is actually talking to an expert. Eric is not an expert.
He's not an expert on movies.
If a guy
He's a producer.
No, it's very possible a producer knows something about movies.
Making blockbusters?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You know which blockbusters make that money.
They're not all hits.
They're not all hits.
It doesn't mean he knows what he's doing.
I watched the Lighthouse the other day. You see that one?
The one with William Dafoe?
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb.
It's all right. It's not as good as the Vivitch. I'm a big Vivitch guy.
What the fuck is that?
The Witch, the spooky
Who's in that?
New England spooky movie.
No.
Anna Taylor-Joy plays the girl.
Ugh, her.
Yeah, but she was like
The chess girl.
She was good in that one.
Ugh.
I think it was Anna Taylor-Joy.
Ugh.
I forget who else is in it. No, that spooky lady from Game of Thrones is in it.
I don't know any of these people.
You didn't watch the Vivitch?
No, why would I watch that shit?
It's good.
What happens?
I don't want to spoil
What's
it.
the best part? What happens at the end?
Witch stuff.
It's like the Blair Witch?
Not like the Blair Witch.
What happens at the end?
I'm not going to tell you the ending
Why?
of the
I'm not
movie.
going to see it. I don't give a shit.
Well, I don't want to
What
spoil
happens?
it for anyone else.
Who cares? Fuck them.
It's a big spoiler what happens at the end of the movie.
The witch is real.
Maybe.
The witch is not real. It's the guy. The guy's actually the witch.
That's it. You got it.
Thank. I knew it.
This is a good character. Guy who incorrectly guesses the end of movies. And
I don't
his
care.
friend
That's what it
tells him
is.
that he's
Fine.
correct, and
Yeah,
he just
the guy's
goes
the
with
witch.
it.
The guy's the witch. I knew it.
Got it.
Easy. Now I don't have to waste time seeing it.
Kane becomes the citizen, right? You're right. That's
Yeah,
the
he
ending
does.
of Citizen
He finds
Kane. He
he's
finds
a
all the
citizen.
citizens.
He takes over.
Cool. It's knowledge of the movie is based on the poster and the title. It's about a guy who becomes president.
Who cares about any? Who
He
cares
becomes a
about
citizen.
movies? They're
Who cares
dumb.
about movies? They're dumb. I'm surprised you didn't. Did you see The Lighthouse? That would be your movie.
Yes, I saw it.
It's just two guys drinking in a lighthouse. I'm like, this is the
I
ultimate.
don't need to watch that.
Dick
I'm
Masterson
doing that.
movie. I know. Well, you can drink
too many
along.
guys,
You can
actually,
drink
it's
along
gay.
with it. It does get a little gay.
I don't need 3 guys. I don't need 2 guys. I need 1 guy drinking in a lighthouse. That's
If
a
they had
movie.
called it Two Guys Drinking in a Lighthouse, you would have got a lot more
Brokeback
butts
Lighthouse.
and seats. Actually, that would be a good comedy. That'd be a good comedy movie now. It's just The Lighthouse 2. And it's just two doofuses trapped
2
in a
lighthouses shouting at each other. You want to keep it down over there? No jazz music, no blues music, and chicken wings tonight.
There should be a trend where you take serious movies and you make a goofy comedy sequel.
It's called Scary Movie.
Yeah, exactly. But it should be like, actually, it should be The Lighthouse 2. More houses.
That's just meta shit.
I would enjoy that.
Why don't you make it?
Who's this fucking mermaid chick? I don't know what's going on.
Why don't you do that?
That would be pretty good.
What happened to your movie a day that you said you were going to make?
Movie a day.
You were going to put voiceovers on a viral video
I
every
made
day.
$20 on that first one. What's the fucking point?
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. Fucking
That's nothing.
Twitter revenues in the toilet, apparently. I made like $26 on 35 million views, and I said, I don't think there's any point in doing this, or 3.5 million, whatever. I don't know. No, I'm
we have presents today. Please don't let me. Oh, I had it sized perfectly.
Well, I like it larger. All right, guys, we'll get your super chats in. Don't forget to vote on all the problems at Biggest Problem show, and check out my new hit comedy movie, Lighthouse 2. What would be a good tagline for Lighthouse 2?
Bottoms up.
All of come ashore. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Come ashore.
Well, because the ships are coming in.
Oh. Rough seas ahead.
Shipwrecked.
Shipwrecked.
Shipwrecked. That was the Chipmunks movie. Is that what it's called?
Shipwrecked,
Was that the third one? The second one was the Squeakquel.
That's good.
My dad had the worst taste in movies because anytime I talk, he'd be like, you see any good movies lately? He goes, I saw this great independent comedy movie. It's called The Squeakquel. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Dad.
It's a good movie, though.
His favorite movie in the world was Undercover Brother. And I'm like, what the why? He's like, I don't know. It's just funny.
I think my dad's favorite movie is Pootie Tang.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was directed by Louis C.K., right?
I don't know.
I think it was. Cardinal for 10 says, today is Vito Day. We get to see Vito live on the big screen. We love Vito. And for another 2, he says, Vito is evil Vito. That's V-E-T-O.
Veto is evil, spelled with an E.
LJ Clabarino for 5. Biggest problem is my dog's ween getting stuck outside its sheath. Oh, I had to delicately slide it back in to avoid a $300 vet bill.
What?
Paraphimosis.
What the fuck?
The penis gets stuck outside the sheath.
Did you Google that you could do that, or did you just do it?
Did you use a Q-tip to get it back in there? Guide it back in?
Okay, well, that sounds like
in the grand tradition of biggest problem doing your own veterinary care at home, I have to approve. Coup for 2.
How'd you get it back? How did you...
You just flick it with your finger until it eventually...
The penis?
Yeah, it's like...
It comes?
It's like trying to get a, what do you call it, a pencil lead back in a extendable pencil.
Push it back. That's how it works?
Yeah, you just got to press... You got to press
How do you know this?
Well, it's because, with like a pencil lead, you got to hold on the eraser to get the thing in.
How does it work?
So you got to put your finger in the dog's butthole, and then you can push the penis back in. Just like a mechanical pencil. Everyone knows this. Coup for 2. Thanks for not killing yourselves. Synthetic Shinobi for 2. Thanks for not killing yourselves. For another 5. Biggest problem are people who leave their life stories in the comments of DIY YouTube videos. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in those comment sections, man. Kicks Mechanic for 2. Fired from my job the other day. Last dono for a while.
It's bad luck. It's bad luck to stop donos.
It is
Very bad luck.
Kicks Mechanic, I hope you figure it out. Dribs for 5. Looking forward to Valentine's Day. Very good. That's very close. Diamond G for 5. Vito was employing people with complete paralysis to make Super Killer. This isn't a Walmart front door, bro. Get the boink oink.
Get the boink oink. Get the fucking boink oink.
Get the boink oink. Zedek Quicksell for 2 says, Vito, you've been going to Planet Fitness. And for another 2, he says, Planet Fitness dicks up your butt.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming on
Very
that one.
good. Black Crimson for 5. Hey, Vito, do you have any favorite bands? Mine is Simply Red, and then it's a TBF trick. Brits Man for 5. You guys are never going to get me again. He says, my favorite Haas TBF ground. Brits Man for 5. Why do Swedish people eat so much of their food? Okay. Why do they eat so much of their food from tubes?
Tubed beef?
Tubed beef? You really going to say tubed beef herring
That
counts?
doesn't count. No.
They even eat caviar from tubes.
You messed up, Brits, man.
Yeah, that's not
You suck.
herring. J-Rob Detailing for €5. Hey, Dick and Vito, just want to say thanks for the shout out from a channel made my day. Guys, J-Rob Detailing Ireland, check him out.
Does he detail cars?
Yeah, he details cars in Ireland.
But that's the channel's detailing cars?
Yeah, why would it not be? What else could it be?
Well, you said it was.
Oh my God, it's hardcore pornography. Yeah, look, he's detailing a Land Cruiser and a Honda Tucson.
Okay.
Getting rid of some swirls. If you have a car in Ireland, I know a lot of our viewers are trying to get their cars detailed in Ireland. Hit up our boy, J. Rob. LJ Clabarino for 2. Dick, would you ever do drugs with the Veetster?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean drugs with Vito?
Like what, we do a trip?
I've done drugs with Vito.
Yeah,
a
we've
lot.
done drugs
Vito
in the
doing
same
drugs.
room.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay, yes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Would you do? What am I, 13?
I think
ever
he means like would we drive out to the desert or something, you know?
and play magic?
Yeah, let's do that.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to play magic
Would
on
I
drugs
only do
anyway.
drugs and nothing else with Vito? No. doing other things at the same time.
The Jerry and
What the hell is
Coke.
that? What the hell kind of
I
question
don't
is
know.
that?
I don't know. The Jerry and Coke 15. Thanks for not killing yourself, boys. Big $15. You got me through this week, Deeks and Fitz. Thank you, Jerry and Coke.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. Bald Max for a Big 10. Greetings, gentlemen. Can we get a progress report from Deep State Derek about how he feels about the current course of progress from our new great later? Love our show. Here's the thing that's going on with Donald Trump is FBI for a little while was standing for the Bureau of F-slurs, bitches, and idiots.
Oh, man, if you could have said it.
If I could have said it, it would have been
Ethan Van Sciver can say it like all day on his show.
I really wanted to say it. We're getting very close to Deep State Derek being allowed to say the F slur.
Come on.
We're very, I think I can't do it in that voice. Point is,
Now you're being, though.
we're bringing back professionalism to the space.
Yeah.
We're going to get my big boy Baron Trump in there.
Why'd they erase all those
8
words in the
feet
FBI?
tall. Why'd they erase
Were
which
they a map
words?
to, like, child pornography?
It might have been a map.
I was asking Deep State Derek.
Well, here's the thing about the FBI is you got half the FBI, they're doing the hard work. They're finding the terrorists. They're making sure the gays keep it a little less gay. Okay, that's a new bureau we're working on. The other half is a bunch of pedophile deep state fucking guys digging the tunnels.
Yeah,
you got FBI
tunnels.
West doing all the fucking gay shit. FBI East, they're knocking down the tunnels. It's an eternal war between the two branches.
Oh, okay. Third Coast.
Third Coast.
Yeah.
So you got Trump underneath the Pentagon right now is building a bunker. Now, all these kids they kidnapped to do pedophile stuff with, kids grow up, okay? They've been in these cages for a while. They're feral. But that's fine because we can release them. We can train them as killers.
Oh, okay.
And from all they've been desensitized from all the sexual abuse and the blood harvesting that they're ready to fight for God Emperor Trump in the cyber wars.
Okay.
You heard about this thing with China?
I've heard about China.
Yeah, you're gonna
The
hear
cyber war?
You're gonna be hearing a lot about China pretty soon, and our feral pedophile soldiers are going to take those bastards down.
I need to get a beer. I don't know what happened in here.
Deep State Derek knows what's going on. Well, get yourself a beer. And Jared Koch for a huge 50 says, yeah, for Vito's booty, but Dick wasn't in the room, so it doesn't count. Mr. Poop Snorkel for 2, not to be gay or anything, but I'm gay. Diamond G for 2, it happens, though. Here's 50 million in condoms. Cameron for 5, please be mean to Hutch more. It's a good note. FR8242 for 5. Vito, you really need to play this game on the Dreamcast emulator, The Adventures of Micho. And then he follows it up for 5 saying me chorizo. So was that an autocorrect mistake? Cardinal for 2, $2 Balder Holler. Straturgery for 2. Here's one on-time shell. Count yourselves lucky, chat. Vegetable Spy 94 for 5. It's over, guys. My work just hired a woman as an engineer. Yikes.
Where do you work?
Anywhere a woman engineer could be. Big Not Russian Productions with a huge $100 on the board says, despite Border Patrol doing raids around Bakersfield, I'm still surrounded by Mexicans.
Oh, you're in Bakersfield?
I am
oh,
one.
Shit.
I like Bakersfield.
Is it really empty up there? You like Bakersfield?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess I have no reason to like
It's
Bakersfield.
horrible.
Is it horrible?
I mean, yes.
The only thing I know about Bakersfield is they used to have a good video game store I would hit up when I traveled
There you go.
through.
What was it called?
I forget. Although I do remember one time, here's a big problem, is when there's a thing and you bring it up to the counter.
Okay.
Okay, it's got a price on it.
Uh-huh.
I was buying a copy of Vice Project Doom for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it was $20.
Okay.
And the guy, instead of just ringing it up, he like looked up how much it goes for online, which was like $40. And then he kept telling me what a great deal I was getting.
Oh yeah.
Over
okay.
and over. And he goes,
thanks,
you're really getting a good deal out of me, huh? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It was on the shelf and I want to buy it. He's like,
That's why those stores don't exist
getting a pretty
anymore.
good deal. Well, at least
They're
I will
just a
say,
nightmare to go in there and deal with them.
did I ever tell you about the one where there's one on the way to there's one in Barstow that like I took all the stuff at the registry. He's like, I got to change all these prices. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? It's got a price on it. Just sell it for that price. He's like, yeah, they went up. I'm like, you fucking dickhole, man. Just sell it to me. It's all right. I sharked those guys over the years so many times. I got a sealed copy of Ozzy and Drix from them for $30. Now selling.
What's that?
Remember when? Remember that? Was Will Smith in it? Osmosis Jones.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie.
I never
Bill
saw
Murray.
it. Was it
You never
good?
saw that?
No.
That was a great movie.
Who was Bill
Murray's
Murray? Was he the
human?
He was
that they're
Oh,
in.
okay.
He's on an experimental drug.
Yeah.
White cop, black cop. Experimental
Inside him.
drug is
Yeah.
David Hyde Pierce, and was it Dave Chappelle?
I thought it was
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock
yeah.
is the streetwise antibody cop.
Yeah, he's Osmosis Jones.
Yeah.
Well, they made it into a TV show briefly. It had like
Okay.
a season or two, and they made a Game Boy Advance game based on that, which is a terrible game but extremely rare.
Okay.
And I have a sealed copy of Ozzy and Drix for the Game Boy Advance, which I purchased from Game World in Barstow for $30.
Okay.
Collecting video games, folks. It's moronic. Anyway, Bakersfield. Well, you'll have to come down for our big Magic tournament. IMC for 10.
when are we gonna do that?
Well, now that the fires are gone, anytime. The new
Okay.
set just came out, and it looks like dog shit, but people are buying it like crazy on that Whatnot app.
Should we do it in February?
I would do it,
At the end of February?
Yeah, we could do it. It doesn't take a lot to organize a Magic tournament. I mean, I don't know what amount of turnout you're thinking.
I don't know. 50 people?
Yeah. We're thinking it'd be like $20, $25. Like 15 of that pays for your
More.
packs. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you want there to be prize support, so whatever.
We want there to be me support.
We're not trying to get rich off of Magic.
We're not getting
tournament.
rich, just a little something for the effort. That's what we're
Well,
talking about.
Yeah, you're gonna get some because we sell they're buying the packs. They get the packs. You're basically selling Magic product.
That's not what I'm doing.
We're buying.
We're having an event. We're not selling Magic product.
But I'm saying, as part of their entry fee, we pay for the boxes and they buy the packs to play in the tournament. Okay, Mr. Moneybags.
It's just
I
a
thought
ticket price. That's it. There's not selling and buying packs going on.
If it's draft, there have to be packs. That's part of the entry. Is you get Magic cards.
You get Magic cards.
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about we're selling at like a booth or something.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about, but $25 is not enough.
I don't know. We got to run the math.
Inflation has been going nuts.
It's not Well, there needs to be money, so there's prizes. The money will go towards prize support. And then if you win, you win stuff.
I can't feed my baby with prizes.
Well, you
okay?
figure out the fucking tournament structure then. I don't care.
It's not
Do
a
whatever
tournament structure. It's just an amount of money.
Look, is it going to be Swiss rounds capping to top 8 with
It's
individual pods?
It's draft. You pass it around. and
Okay,
take
so
cards.
a round robin, Swiss Chesterfield Australian Open rules.
I've done this so many times, never a problem. But this time with you,
It's literally not a
suddenly
problem.
a problem. There's all this
I was ready to do
shit
it. You do it
and
tomorrow.
yo-yos.
There does have to be yo-yos. One MC for 10 says, Vito, my best friend gave me a box full of damn PS1 games, several unopened, a lot of CDs. That's awesome. And then he says for 10, CDs nuts! Oh! This is my new favorite trend in the Super Chats, is the
Yeah, it's a
follow-up
good
Super
one.
Chats. This is a good one. Barry Wears Barry for 2, with Hamuary ending, who's ready for Fatuary? That doesn't work, because it's not pig-related.
Flabuary would have been better. Probably.
No, it's got to be fat-related.
Flabby-
It's got to be
flabs.
pig-related.
It's got to be what?
Pig-related.
It
It can't just be
yeah.
fatuary. It has to be like
You're
something
right.
like.
Oinktober, Swine-tember.
Yeah, is there a type of?
That goes with February.
F's hard. February would be good. There you go. Yeah,
That's good.
it can't just be. Oh, it's time for
Fat
ass
April.
Vember. It doesn't work. It's
We
gotta
need
be,
to have standards here, guys.
you gotta have some
okay? You can't just
standards.
say
We
whatever
had
you
a
want.
theme. We had a pig theme, and you're fucking it up. Zach F for 20. Thanks for the show. Much love, Vito. Dick, go blank yourself. Wow, a little bit of
Did you see
Vito
that
love.
Dan, Destiny's friend, told you to go fuck yourself?
I did see that.
You saw that?
But did you see why he said that?
Because of your behavior.
No, he said because I've rescheduled on them too many times.
And now look what happened.
And now there's no show, so who cares?
You saved it up trying to get more.
Now I didn't go on that sex creep show, so I look good. Now no one could ever go.
All those copies of Super Killer you could have sold.
What are you
And
gonna
now
do?
you got nothing.
I got other
Blown opportunity.
He might still. I don't think that show's coming back. But Dan's still in the Destiny camp. I thought Dan had left, but I guess not.
Well, he's his friend.
Yeah, so that's good. Maybe they can still do a podcast. Look, I think Destiny. I think the problem is that Destiny can't really apologize because then he opens himself up legally.
No, he could apologize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he can't admit to like. I don't know, because the problem is he doesn't want. Like they're trying to sue him for like revenge pornography. You know? Yeah, so he could apologize, but then anything he says in court would be like, well, you apologize.
You can still do it.
Yeah, you can still do it.
Uh-huh.
It might be good to do it. The apology he put out was not great, you know. They're getting everybody. It's something worth apologizing for.
If there ever was.
There's a lot of stuff I would apologize, I would think. Go, you know what? I probably should not have recorded you and us having sex without your permission or whatever the fuck it was. Crunch Knox for 5. Vito, you never answered my question last week. Would you like to come over and eat nuggies and beans at my dumb house?
You
Sure,
wanna do that?
I'm
Yeah,
coming
okay.
over. Bobster for 5. Listen to the Dick Show for the first time this week. I don't know why you want it to be on it so bad, Vito. Biggest problem is superior show by far.
Whoa.
Wow. Thank you,
Thank
Bobster. Why are you thanking him? He just dumped on your show.
Also my show.
HO for 5. Hey, Dick, I think you picked up on this on the last show, but you've noticed Vito's new co-op. Instead of saying TBF, he now says, let's be clear.
Democrats all say that. They all started saying it with Obama, and they never stopped saying it. It's so annoying.
Let's be clear.
Yeah. Every single
When
one of
I
them
was
says it.
talking to Michelle, well, let's be clear about what's going on here. Cougar Hughes for 5. If the Trailer Park Boys podcast happens, you got to review Trinity's OnlyFans.
Oh, what? Trinity?
That was whose girlfriend was that? Wasn't that Ricky's first girlfriend?
Yeah.
Or am I
Was
completely
it his
misremembering?
daughter? Is that Ricky's daughter?
Maybe Trinity. I can't remember.
Yeah. The little girl was in the news show. She's big. Oh no, this is the kind of stuff I want to get into on the Trailer Park Boys show.
Yeah, you got to see where people went. That would be the good thing.
When Tony's here, we're gonna plan it. Vinny's gonna call into my show that Bobster hates so much, and we're gonna plan it out.
I want you should.
No, you're not getting anything. What are you?
You are like really aggressive about. I'm not part of the Trailer Park Boys podcast. Don't worry about it. I don't want to be on the Trailer Park Boys podcast. I'm not.
What do you want?
I was
What do
just
you
going to
want?
make a suggestion about something I would find interesting. It would make the show more interesting for me to listen to.
This is how you start worming your way in, though.
I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of the Trailer Park Boys podcast. Okay? You're like petrified that I'm going to ask to be part of the
I'm not petrified.
I know, but you're like aggressively like, no, you don't understand.
have to be.
This is my thing. I got it.
Me and Tony and Vinny.
That's fine. I'm not the hugest Trailer Park Boys guy. I haven't even watched the whole show. I watched like the first 2 seasons.
You should watch it.
But I was going to say what would be interesting to me is, where people went, like what are the actors up to now?
They're doing SwearNet now.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in that. You probably could get some of them on the show.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I will not bring up. I'm like trying to be enthusiastic because you seem excited about a thing. I'm like, well, you know what would be cool? No, you're not a part of this at all. You're not a part of this at all. All right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You could submit anonymously tips and requests if you have them.
I'm very happy that you have found something you're passionate about.
Uh-huh.
All right. Jesus Christ. Wrestler Town for 5. If you play slivers, you might as well just play shoots and ladders. I agree.
Fuck off.
Fahoa Gods for 2. Vito's a wuss. Counterspells rule. Bullshit. Lawrence Devaney for 2. Snake, are you okay? Snake. Got to play that Metal Gear board game, though. Now, that is something I will be insistent on.
Play that game.
Come on! Frank
It's
Lucas
just
for
like
5.
a board game.
Board games are fun. You don't like any board games? You're an idiot. We should,
really.
all right, we're going to have a board game night. I'm going to introduce... Shut up. We're going to have a board game night.
No.
What's the last board game you played?
Scrabble.
See, you're only playing like these like traditional Western games. You got to play.
Because it's just rules. It's like 2 hours of rules, and then
There's not
one
that many
person knows how to
rules.
play a lot, and no one else does. So
You ever play Ticket to Ride? That's a good starter board game.
I didn't play that.
You want to build some trains? You like trains?
Oh, I maybe have played that.
You might have played it. We should play Puerto Rico.
What's
How would you
that?
feel about owning slaves?
What race are they?
Well, they're not. They're called colonists, but they're represented in the game by tiny brown discs.
They're brown?
They're very brown.
Pass.
Why pass? It's
nothing but
Puerto
trouble.
Rico.
It's not going to go well.
And then you
for
have
me.
to. Here's the deal: is you have a plantation, and you have to place the brown discs in the plantation to
It's a game about owning slaves?
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of awesome.
No, I don't.
They're
like
called
this
citizens
game.
though, because you can move one of your colonists to like the mayor's square if you want him to be the mayor, but mostly they're in the fields.
Yeah.
But they could be any job. Who knows?
What is like? This is a game.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. It's great. It's one of the
What about
classic.
Uno? Can we play that?
No, we're not playing Uno.
What about what's the game where you pull the brick out? Jenga.
I want to play Ants in the Pants. You want to play Ants in the Pants?
Ants in the Pants is a good game. Boing.
Let's play
You'll
Mr.
flip
Bucket.
Those fucking
Let's play
shits. I
Mr.
don't like
Bucket.
Bucket. I don't like Mr. Bucket. It makes too much noise.
You got a kid showing up. You can get him what do you call it? A mousetrap. One of the classic games.
Mousetrap
Mousetrap
sucks.
sucks.
Have you ever actually played it?
Once.
Yeah.
It doesn't
sucks. It's not any fun playing it.
I have a copy of Don't Wake Daddy. You want to play that?
No. I don't like that game.
But like, what if Dad wakes up? I always like the idea that there was a complete board game based around the fact that your father has to work and needs you to be quiet.
Yeah,
and that was
that's
considered funny. He should have popped out of the bed with like holding a belt and being like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!" That would have made that game way more realistic.
Yeah.
If it Don't Wake Daddy, when he pops up, he just goes,
His
"Well,
eyes are all
shut the fuck
bloodshot.
up! I have to fucking work! What is wrong with you fucking people?"
That's a fun game.
That would have been way better. Don't Wake Daddy, the realistic edition.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm going to kill both of you. All right. Let's see. Frank Lucas.
What about Crocodile Dentist?
Crocodile.
You played Pie Face?
That's the one where you hit the button real quick?
You just turn it.
No.
You have like you have to roll a dice and then turn it that many cranks.
Oh, okay. I saw one where you like have to hit the button and whoever hits it the fastest, the other guy gets hit with a pie.
I don't know that one.
We're going to play Puerto Rico, and I'll let you be double corn. That's my gift to
There's too
you.
many rules on these games.
You can be the corn master. I'm going after Indigo. I'm a big Indigo guy.
How come you don't go to like a board game night?
I used to.
What happened?
Yeah, it was years ago. I was in Massachusetts.
How come you don't go out here?
I don't know. Maybe I will. I like board games. I
Yeah.
used to love board games.
What happened?
I don't know. I just
You're on the wrong end of a.
got on the long
Puerto
end of
Rico
the
train.
thing. Well, I had a local game store where I worked at, and it was a nice community. Played with a bunch of weird old guys.
Everyone got busted for child porn. And
I think one guy did, but we didn't like that guy. So what are you gonna do? It is funny. You know what's weird is like a guy recently came to me. He's like, "Did you hear about what happened to this guy from our high school class or whatever?" It was like one of these things.
Yeah.
And for some reason, my first thought was, I'm like, "Oh, busted for child porn,
Child
right?"
porn.
And he's like, "No, he's trans now." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's the other one."
Close. Yet.
It's like it's just
He's trans. He's not busted for child porn.
the tone he
Yet.
came to me in, and like also the fact that it was a guy I would talk to in a million years. I'm like, well, it's either child porn, he got busted for child porn, or he's dead, or he's trans. Those are like the three things.
Bad time to come out as trans, right?
Bad
Poor Bo Blacks
time to
came
come
in
out as
like
trans
the
right
Pico
now.
top.
Yeah, and Bo Blacks came out not in the most graceful way.
Yeah, but if it was like
Also, Bo Blacks didn't commit. Bo Blacks went for non-binary, and I'm like, just transit, man. Come on.
nah, because no one would believe him with trans. They would believe
Unlike all the other trans people who we would believe wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, yeah. If Bo Black said trans, you'd be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'd say you look.
Non-binary, you're like, all right, I believe you.
Non-binary is a way of saying I'm a little too lazy to do the whole thing. So this excuses me for having a 5 o'clock
That's
shadow.
your opinion.
I think that's non-binary is the lazy man's trans. It's the lazy they's trans. All right, it's the I don't want to put in all the effort, but sometimes
It's definitely the lazy
Sometimes
man's
I wanna
trans.
put on a-
Lesbian is the lazy woman's trans.
there you go. Let's see. Chris Schofield for 5, Sliver Dexter for Fatsos.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm gonna play Plague Sliver. You know Plague Sliver?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is Plague Sliver?
Fucking
You don't know.
causes you poison damage from the grave.
It's almost at the beginning.
-1 tokens.
At the beginning of
Counters.
your upkeep, this creature deals 1 damage to you.
Like I said.
So if you're
Exactly
playing,
what I
So if
said.
I'm playing against the sliver deck, I play Plague Sliver. Now all your slivers are damaging you. Can you believe it?
I'll play some other kind of sliver.
Do whatever
I don't
feels
give a shit
right.
about that.
Kristen Mildred for 2 says gay.
Fuck you, Kristen.
Eyeballs for 5. Can't listen live. Sending congratulations to Richard Jr.'s future community college fund.
Thank you. I need it.
Did we find out the gender of that kid?
No, I'm gonna do a reveal.
You gonna do a party?
I should do a reveal on the show.
You should do one of these stupid.
We're doing a gender reveal at my parents' house this week.
Yeah.
I should do one on the show too.
You should do a stunt.
Like what?
Like go into a Mexican neighborhood and like start helping ICE round
up a man or a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it's a
like
woman,
you put a hood over the head of the person they're rounding up, and then you're no, it could be a guy, but you're gonna paint his face either blue or pink.
Oh, okay.
And then when you rip off the hood, you go, "It's a
Why
girl."
don't I dress him up like a woman.
Go back. Okay, I hate to say it. If you did some sort of gender reveal ICE raid, that would genuinely go viral. So keep thinking about that. That would be. Because that would piss off.
What could I do?
Because people, you know how people hate gender reveals. You got to tie it into some Trump shit, you know?
Could raid like a boys or girls school.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
There's something there.
There's one illegal teacher at the school that we're taking out.
Is it a man or is it
Mr.
a woman?
or Mrs. Hernandez.
And that's going to be the reveal. So Surgery for 2. Chosenite is who Daniel fought in Karate Kid 2.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't get how it's Jewish then.
Fag balls for 2. Watch out, Dick. It's Dr. Porkenstein's monster. Fantastic. Jagar for 2. Vito's a full figure skater. Chipper for 2. Follow a 3-headed greaser named Snake. That's what it was. That's what I
Strategic
was
for
thinking
2.
of.
Vito figures he can skate past submitting a problem.
I had a problem.
Shit lips for 5. Every sport should be more like hockey. Synthetic Shinobi for 2. Oh, shit. I forgot somebody put in Vito's booty. Yo,
Yes.
Vito, is that a Dan to Dan shirt?
No. Crunch Knox for 2. I have a hemorrhoid on my mud onion ring.
Wow.
Davey 2 dope for 5. Do you have any plan for Samhain's Day? It's kind of a stretch. Geeks for 2. More like a penguin. Less like a penguin. More like a walrus. Boss Hog for $2.79.
I was thinking walrus
and another
when I said
$2.79 for $1. Thank you. Absurd Existence for 20 huge dollars on the board. Hey, Dick, my friend's a loser. No education, no assets, no side hustles, fat, etc. All he does is sit on Discord. He complains yet won't take steps to change. What advice would you give to someone so fundamentally broken?
Look within yourself and see why you give a fuck at all about your friend wasting their life.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Go work on your own stuff. You have a lot less time than you think. Don't waste it trying to help other people.
It's good advice. Just stay positive, guys. Just
Make
stay
them
positive.
walk the plank.
Yeah, make them walk a plank.
Strategery for 2. Dix. She's not a behemoth. She's a polymyth. Oh, polymyth. I get it.
Oh, for those of you who aren't aware, so The Great War of Separation is Eric July's new comic book about how Texas left America.
Maybe. You don't know that it's about that.
Well, that's the Great
Do
War
you?
of Secession. Isn't that referred to in the... I guess, well, yeah, it's not clear in the Rippaverse, is Texas its own thing? I mean, it is, but also it seems like you can just freely travel from state to state anyway.
It doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
Did you hear the lawyers that called into my show that said they heard the 911 call of Eric calling the cops?
So it was Eric on the tape?
They said, yes, they can't share the tape, but
Right.
they said I could FOIA it and maybe get it.
Ooh.
100% chance that Eric July called the police on Riley, and maybe body cam of Eric meeting the
body
cops
cam
at the gas station.
How long
to
does
cry
the Freedom
about
of
me.
Information Act request usually take? I wonder.
I don't know.
Well, that could be good stuff.
Rex Sexton for 2. If a
Why do you have to meet them at a gas station?
They said because he called. They said because maybe he went to that gas station so he could call 911 in the correct jurisdiction. instead of at his house or something like that. So he drove to the.
But you don't have to do that, do you? Because
he's
otherwise
retarded.
the cops from a different place.
Otherwise,
might
you could
answer.
look up the police station and call them.
Yeah.
But he called 911 because he's dumb.
Yeah, you also don't need to call 911. It's not an emergency.
Right, but Eric is,
an idiot.
Oh, okay, honey. I'm gonna go drive to the gas station right within that Plano County or whatever it is, so they will connect me to the right police station.
Well, the other
Okay, Eric. Why don't you get some of those Rhino sex pills while you're there, Eric? Eric, you got to get on out. Don't be messing with these white boys,
How
Eric.
do we not have a Miss Ripa cutout mouth? That feels like it's overdue. Is that too much?
Eric, don't be messing with these white boys like he is, Eric.
Well, the other confusing thing going on with the Ripaverse right now is Eric went on Twitter, and I don't know why you would even say this, but he said, I had a deal worked out with, some comic slop shop, chop shop.
Read
to
it.
be working on like 13 comics for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they pulled the plug.
And then they pulled the plug on 13 projects, and I'm like,
yeah, because
why?
they suck. Well, working with him sucks. He always blames the artist. He always throws all the artists under the bus for everything.
Yeah.
His fuck ups. Why would and they all get their reputations tarnished and lessened by working with him. Like the people that are working with him now are going to get made fun of forever. All of their Cliff Richards, all of his stuff sucks. Now everyone knows it sucks. Mike Barron can't fucking write. Chuck Dixon is just a shill factory. Like these guys will forever be known as shitty versions of whatever they think they were because they work with Eric.
It is a good point that you have guys like Chuck Dixon who had. Look, it's not like they were at the top of the world anymore.
Now he's known for chucking dicks up my ass.
I mean, it is like, in your twilight years, you want to go out and like have some personal projects that you really care about. Instead,
like
it's
helping young people, helping young talent, which he could have done, but he's just slaving away like a mule writing shit.
Well, he would have saved a lot of face if he just, gave the standard like, well, I'm a gun for hire and I'm excited to work on my own projects. But instead he made these like groveling, like Eric July is like a visionary, whatever the fuck.
It's like Athena. It's like a black Athena sprang out of Zeus's skull.
Was that what Mike Barron said? I can't
mouth.
remember who said that, but that was like
one of those idiots.
I'm like, why are you saying that? Just say a rich black guy paid me to make a comic book, and everyone would go, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, good.
Get that money.
Yeah.
EVS got that money. A lot of guys got that money. Okay? You don't write a little like a 2-page foreword that said, in my dreams, I dreamt
like you're in the Civil War writing to your wife. Dearest Eric July, it's been a fortnight since I've sniffed your shoulder hair. Here I am, my darling, at the Battle of Antioch, thinking about how much I love the police.
When I think of your smooth black skin rubbing against mine, I think of all the adventures we could go on. In those dreams, I am your Yaira, and you caress my blonde hair with your thick, Isom-like hands. There, I, Mike Barron, as I am entered gently by the mighty Eric July. Yeah, it all came off a little
gay,
very gay, way gayer.
So all the people working at that like talent agency, whatever it was, are like, I don't want to work with that asshole. It's not worth it. He calls everyone the N-word. He hired some fucking other dumb bitch to start running a screen for him and antagonizing people. Why would I fucking want to work for a company that just hires an obnoxious black bitch to start fights with everyone? Why would that be fun for me?
It's...
Yo, you got to check out our new spokeslady.
Hey, everybody! I'm like Eric, but I'm more annoying.
I mean, look, I've faced some of the same problems where, when people work with me on this stuff, I go, listen, there's a lot of psychopaths who hate me. They're going to be like hypercritical of shit you've done. Like people have posted shit. Or when they posted the mountains from Super Killer and you had hundreds of people going, I think those mountains are 3D. Those are 3D mountains. And my artist came to me. He's like, why is everyone saying that my mountains are 3D? And I'm like,
everyone is saying that you're slow.
I have to explain to these people. He's not slow. It's my fault. I'm holding it up.
This is the problem though. They suffer because of the decisions you guys make.
It's my fault.
But they suffer.
They are suffering.
It's their fault.
It's not their fault. It's my fault.
No, that's not how it works.
No one blame my artist. It's 100% my fault. Everything, every delay is up to me. Okay? Leave that fucking guy alone.
Yeah, that's what the Nazis said.
Whatever.
Didn't work for them either.
No, it is I am holding it up at this point, so don't worry about it. It's all on me.
I'm just telling you how it works.
He's done. He's gotten me everything I need, and now it's just the coloring and the lettering, which is getting done. All right? Mm-hmm. Point is, I have to tell these people, I go, listen, there's a lot of psychopaths and weirdos. But thankfully...
Yeah, but you bring it on them with your behavior.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I also, here's what I don't do, is I make fun of Eric July, right? Like, that's pretty much it. I go, I don't like Eric July. I think he can't.
No.
In the comic world, what other comic guys am I shitting on? Shadiversity doesn't count. He's not a comic guy. Fuck that guy.
Yellow Flash.
Yellow Flash is not a good. From what I've seen of that comic, that is not a comic guy. He's not making another one.
So
of
you
these.
mean like you don't insult like Superman or something?
I'm saying that like Eric July goes out and he goes, well, here's the problem with all you lazy comic skate comic guys.
Yeah.
And then he riles up like all these guys against him because they're like, stop shitting on my fucking business and how I do shit. And then then all those guys who are in the same industry as, okay. If you're gonna work,
I see what you're saying.
Well, yeah, because he wants to work in comics, but then he's fighting with comic guys,
people saying
which
that, like,
then affects
talented people don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. So he's involving his artists in that discussion. Okay. Whereas with my guys, I go, listen, these are my guys. I really like what they make, and if you don't like the quality or you don't like the art style, okay, it's a matter. I'm not going to tell you my guys are better or you're doing it wrong or whatever. I'm just going to say I like my guys' art. I like the way we're doing it. Some people, shut up. Look, man, I'm looking at the book and I'm very happy with it, and that's all that matters.
No, it isn't.
That's
all
not
that
all
that
matters.
matters.
It's
Being
the only
on
thing that
time
matters.
and being good matters the most.
Being good
I like it is not the thing that matters.
me liking it is it being good.
No.
I mean, it's good in my eyes.
Being on time and being good is what matters.
Time is a big problem with comics. I understand
Not with
that.
comics.
It is with everything, but especially with comics. Shut up. What are you making? A baby.
Yeah,
How long did that take?
According to the ultrasound, it took about 10 minutes when she got off birth control.
Oh, there you go.
Which is surprising.
I'm just saying, look, not everything happens overnight, and the comic is late, and
not everything happens in 3 years either.
It's not 3 years. I'm trying to figure out where I am on here.
Behemoth, Polymyth, a woman swallows. If a woman swallows, she auto upgrades 2.5 IQ points. Rex Sexton. Vito's droopy butt for 5. Alexa is one bodacious bovine. She could probably fetch $4.50 a pound at the cattle auction. Who's that? Oh, yeah, that lady. King in for 5. Hey, I got my novel manuscript done. You think I'll get a literary agent before Vito releases Super Killer? Maybe.
Probably.
Jack Rockstar for 5. Women want to feel loved and appreciated, but remember, you need to add a bit of non-important conflict. Otherwise, they get bored. Rex Sexton for 10. I know a married polyamorous chick who can slurp the varnish off a bedpost. She wants to meet up, but can't come up with an adequate lie to tell her husband, like, oh, you're not poly, you're cheating. I mean...
What are you going to do? Yeah. What are you going to do?
I really highly doubt saying... Oh, well, we're poly now. Just makes it so you're not having to... You hide shit in a normal relationship.
The poly relationships... Where
are you going out tonight? I'm just going I'm going to a bar by myself.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not meeting up with Terry? No. Like, you're hiding relationships with your male friends that she doesn't like in a normal relationship.
That's true. There's a lot of secrecy. No matter what you do.
Yeah.
Hard-fought Dingledorf for 5. Big ups to Liquid Richard. Big ups to our boy Nicholas G. Also, Disturbed is a shitty band. Geeks for 2. Vito's mad about eye exams because words are hard. Derail Gaming for 5. Vito and a blind guy both can't see their D. I believe he means my dick. Straturgy for 5. Time for an eye exam, Veets. Cover one eye and read these letters. Chuck dicks in my ass. Oh, my God. Heart Fart Dingledorf says, oh, God, I'm coming. With a picture of penis. Spurt. That was a good coom. Wrestler Town for 5. I agree with Vito on the eye stuff. I took the test twice in 2 weeks. Different picks. They just keep sending you glasses until you get one. You don't return. Pigeon for 10. Does Vito have Aspergers? I think you meant Aspergers. Rex Sexton for 2. You have 200 characters. You can't spell Aspergers?
Aspergers?
Is it with
Does
a
Vito
P?
have Aspergers? Do you have Aspergers?
I have Aspergers. Huh. What is the characteristics of Asperger's?
Being retarded.
Yeah. Definitely that.
Hats.
Definitely that. Wearing hats is a big one. Reckon 1911 for 1,000 clip.
Why did that guy say, do you have Asperger's? What was that about?
I don't know. An eye exam. What Vito needs is his own zip code. Strategy for 2. Seriously, what the fuck is an Aspergest? I agree.
What the fuck is an Asperger's?
Can you guys spell Asperger's correctly? Came to the Swiss for 5. Thank you. Archangel for 2. Vito steals comic book writer's valor. Just Ivan for 10. Vito, your eyes look sunken in because they're sandwiched between your fat, bulging forehead and cheeks. Get buccal fat removal with the surgery.
Oh, yeah. Like Anna Joy.
Is that what she got? You get the fat sucked out of your face?
But yeah.
What do you think? Is my face too? My face is too fat.
We'll
see how it looks.
Not compared to the rest of you.
Yeah, so it's in balance with the rest of my fat body.
Yeah.
Unthin for 2. Hebitude never asked for credit for his graphs and data.
No shit. Of all the graphs I've ever posted, this moron.
You gotta understand the graph guy. It's an unsung hero. Pineapple Man for 2. Shout out to Bag of Schmidt.
You're gonna be a father soon. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
You're gonna get real tired of that jab, huh? Oh, one thing I didn't mention, guys, is don't forget to get your Hackamania tickets at hackamania.com. We'll be in Vegas May 9th. That's what I was going to say. Our good friend Nick Rekieta has gotten permission from the judge to travel to to Las Vegas so that he can destroy his sobriety. No, we got to keep him sober, I think. Says he already passed the...
you got these hats.
Oh, my favorite guys. The That's All Funny podcast.
Tiny hats, though. It's like a yarmulke hat.
I don't know why these guys...
about the bag?
How do they have a branded bag? I don't have a branded bag. Do you have a branded bag?
We don't even have black shirts because you're lazy. This is a yarmulke-sized hat that we're sent. Look at this. It's tiny.
It is a... It's not a snapback.
It's not a snapback.
It's missing that
El
shape
Cheapo
to it.
hat.
I like the
that we
shape.
got from.
Oh, it's got a nice clasp. It's got a nice metal clasp.
That's All Funny podcast.
That's All Funny podcast.
Thanks.
People have figured out they don't have to pay for a plug if they just send us their merchandise.
Look how tiny this fucking hat is.
I don't know. I don't know what size a hat's supposed to be.
Of course you do, because all your hats are giant trucker hats.
Well, yeah, because I have a giant head, so I look at every hat and I think it's tiny.
Yeah, this hat's not going to fit me at all.
All right. We both have pretty big heads, actually. It's weird because you see us next to each other and you think, oh, those are two guys with normal-sized heads, but in reality, our heads are gigantic.
Okay, where are we at?
Pineapple Man for 2. Shout out to Bag of Schmidt, strumming that guitar. Strategy for 5. If you meet a horseman, you better believe you'll be sore assy. Jab City for 2. Did you more toys to hoard this week? That's not a complete sentence.
There might be one that you get.
Reginald Von Vonderson for 5. My favorite Magic card is Traumatized. Target player discards half their library rounded up. Yes, I'm a mill player. Vito, a hero. There's a good new mill card in Ether Drift, which you might be interested in.
My favorite card is the Unassuming Chair. You have to hide it. It's from the. It's
from one of the unsets.
Yeah, if you hide it and they attack, then you have to hide it on their side or your side or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't talk about the unsets. It's not real Magic.
Oh God,
it's just a goofy game.
Yeah.
And Stray Beans for $2.99 says, "Please play my clip calling Eric a gay hypocrite."
Who said that?
Stray Beans said that.
Can you be more specific, Stray Beans?
Yeah, what do you mean clip? I don't know.
Clip. Where did you send it?
Pink Like Peachy for 10. Rollerblades, Dick. I shattered my elbow 6 months ago roller skating. I had a 4-hour surgery to replace 6 screws.
This is for you.
I had to wear a brace for 4 months, and my arm is still jacked. This is a T-shirt.
Yeah, welcome to the rest of your life. Arm surgeries always go bad.
I'm that legendary priest everyone's talking about.
Oh, very nice.
Very good.
And this is...
Hey, it's a Kwanzaa card.
Celebrating Kwanzaa.
Wishing you all the gifts.
Gift card? Found this card a while back. I guess it's more fitting now. Go fuck yourself. Tell Sean to call me back and Vito to enjoy a buffet for me.
I haven't been to the buffet in a while.
For my... define a while?
Like a month.
What do you mean by a month? A month of
30
hours?
days?
From
a month of hours.
31 hours. From my KFC to yours, Happy Kwanzaa, Christmas,
Happy
Yule,
Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah festivals, New Year's are.
Kwanzaa fried chicken
And
is what we
it's
call it in Massachusetts.
It says it's a card that says Daddy Masterson. It's some sort of a One Piece, the card game.
Yeah. There's actually a Vito One Piece card as well that I ordered a bunch of and never got sent for some reason. Kind of looks like you,
no.
Daddy Masterson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a One Piece.
Is that
character.
like Mr. Satan? Oh, that's the wrong thing, isn't it?
That's Dragon Ball, Mr. Satan.
All right. Let's see here.
Jackson Marcatano for 10. Biggest problem is people passive aggressively addressing you as friend, buddy, or my guy before they hurl obnoxious criticism at you. That's true. Righty Tighty for 2. Thanks for the show.
Thank
Matt
you, Righty
R for
Tighty.
5. Money. Fad for
thanks.
200 thub. I love you, Veets, but female orgasm isn't real. Go collect your incel card now. Come to Thailand. I'll set you up with a cute lady boy with a huge tuber fertilizing your incel body. You'll love it. You're in Thailand? Let's go.
I've never seen you so excited.
That'd be fun. Jab
Would
City
you
for
fuck a bunch of ladyboys there?
I watched a video of a guy. I just want to hang out in the ladyboy bars. They seem fun. They're just all playing pool and doing karaoke.
Jacking off.
I don't know, man. I was like, I
I
kind
just
of
want to be in a position where you could make a bunch of mistakes.
I want to be in a position where I could play pool with a bunch of. I want to see if I could beat a ladyboy at pool.
Why don't you go?
I don't travel a lot. Maybe I will.
You don't want to go play pool with the ladyboys because you don't travel?
I think I'll be doing some traveling over the next year once I get a couple things off my plate. Once we have Super Killer delivered to all our lovely backers. I'll have a little bit of time to travel as we get started on some other things. Let's see. Jab for 5. Video. Are you making videos now because you ran out of SK scam money? Maybe launch the SK fundraiser, SK2 fundraiser now before SK1 is even out.
Oh, wait. Get that box right next to you.
No, I started making videos again because I felt bad that there are people who pay for my Patreon and I haven't been making a lot of videos.
So you made that Destiny one?
I'm just putting up little videos on my Vito 2 channel as a thank you to everybody who supports me on Patreon and trying to get back in the swing of making videos. I kind of stopped because I just didn't know what the hell to talk about, but I'm finding some topics. I talked about the Pokemon card scam.
Oh.
A lot of these guys, it's a lot easier for them because they go, oh, I can just make videos about Bud Light every single day. And I'm like, I kind of like want some interesting to talk. Sometimes I'll find a topic, but... that can sustain me for a while. Okay, here we go. This is a mug that says, no matter how fast I go, I can't run from my problems. And it has a Sonic the Hedgehog. That's pretty nice, actually.
They might have meant that to go in Vito's booty, but it's not a collectible, so I can't put it in there.
Yeah, it's not an official collectible.
It's gotta be a collectible.
It has to be an actual. It can't be
some shit you made on Etsy.
But I will take this. This is fun. I like this. I always need more mugs. That's for you. What you got there? So no, I did not run. I don't make money on those stupid things. Are those Heelys? Oh my God! How come you get those? This is bullshit.
Thanks for all the laughs. Couldn't find the other lace, so I included a 1920s Saskatchewan spoon to make up for it. Noah.
Are those his old Heelys or what? What size are they?
Fuck it. What size are you?
13.
Phew, these are not 13s. You could tell right
I know,
away.
but let me see. Let me see one.
No.
I just want to.
I'm looking at them.
Well,
I just opened them, and
so
you already
can
want
look at one, and let me look at one.
No, I don't want to be thinking that something's going to happen to one while I'm looking at one.
You're
you can
right.
Look at them when I'm
You're
fucking
right.
done looking at them.
You're right.
Oh, there's the spoon. Oh.
I want to see one.
I have a little sister.
Let me
That
see
shit
one.
doesn't
Let me
work on
see
me.
one.
Oh, look at this.
What is it?
You want to see this?
What is it?
It's too much. You've looked at it too much.
It's a hook.
Wow.
I just wanted to see it. Let me see one. You got 2 of them.
I'm fucking feeling the weight of this one.
That's retarded. Feel the weight of the one.
Here. Psych.
You're such an asshole.
Psych. Psych.
Now I got your sword. Now I got your sword. Huh? Fucking asshole.
Here.
You're an asshole. I'm done. I'm done. Elephant for 2. Cardinal's my one true love. Love you, Cardinal. Cameron for 5. Since we're getting a no, I'm not
you
doing
can
it.
look at both of
You're
them.
such a fucking idiot. So we know you're getting a bevel. Say it again. There you go. I want to see.
You're so violent. I knew
just
you were
wanna
going to
see
mess
one.
them up.
I'm not gonna messing up.
Oh my God.
So these were used, but not too much, I guess.
Not too much.
Like the sole is like completely nice looking. These are a size 11 though. These would not fit me at all.
Oh, I am a size 11.
You're a size 11?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If anyone wants to send in
yeah.
a size 13 pair of Heelys, me and Dick can race.
Oh. You're going to put on Heelys?
Hell yeah, dude.
Do you have health insurance?
Yeah. Not good health insurance. I'm not going
Like
to...
Obamacare?
Yeah, I'll ride them down the...
Arr.
Oh, man. I want to see you riding around on these. That's going to be cool.
Oh, man.
Camera, we already said that. Oh, be more mean to
I'll walk
Hutch.
my kid to school in these.
People want you to be more mean to Hutch.
How's Hutch doing? Is
Probably,
he still race
probably
trading?
bad. Probably bad.
Bad?
I would assume.
There's a power vacuum with Destiny and the revenge porn. Is he not rising to power?
That J-Stick guy, I think, is coming up in the world.
Cherry's friend?
JSTLK.
JSTLK?
Yeah, change your name to something
man.
that I can pronounce.
These feel great. Destiny said it stands for Jew stalker.
He does call that guy Jew stalker.
Is he stalking Jews or is he a Jewish stalker?
I don't think he's Jewish. Wait, no, I guess maybe he is Jewish. What's interesting about the Destiny drama is there's so many different people, and I can't keep track of any of them or who's on whose side or whatever. What, you're just running in the Heelys now, and that's exciting
No, I'm
to you?
feeling him out.
Okay, well, you got to roll. It's pointless.
Man.
Annex for 5. Vito, I make $2,000 a month at my shitty
I wish they
minimum
were
wage
green, though.
job. What stocks do I buy to escape the rat race? Oh, man, it's a bad time to buy stocks, I would say.
So short them. What are you going to short?
Nah,
Don't do anything?
don't do anything. Just sit there.
Are you afraid?
I'll say I'm hoping Soundhound comes back up.
Uh-oh, what happened?
It shot up so fast that it was like it coming back down made sense.
Yeah.
It went from 7 to 22. Now it's back to 15. So,
Ooh. Did you take profits?
some.
Not too much, though.
A good
You don't want
amount.
to take too many profits.
I took some profits. Shut up. I actually did take too many profits. It's actually a problem, but
Get JLP on Solana.
Pigeon for 5. Buy Chainlink, honestly.
Really?
I
Why?
think it's ready to pop. I think we're in a crypto.
You like their roadmap, Chainlink?
Yeah, and I think we're in a crypto.
What are you most excited about on their roadmap?
I like the when they're gonna swap it out for hexagons on the blockchain. I don't fucking know. None of this matters. If Fartcoin can go to
It
a
matters.
million.
It does matter.
I know, but it has utility and it's actually getting used. Okay. I don't know why Ethereum's not moving at all though. Do you like Ethereum or not?
Because it's getting fucking stomped on by Solana.
I know. So
That's why.
Time to get out
It
of
doesn't
Ethereum.
fucking
maybe.
work because they appointed a high school teacher who doesn't believe in competition to their Ethereum foundation, and now they look fucking stupid. There's a bunch of degenerates and Indians are smoking them on Solana.
Solana seems to be killing it. Pigeon for 5. Idea man Vito. Here's my thoughts, Vito. Always with the brainstorm hits.
Always with the brainstorming hits.
There you go. Jab City for 5. Vito, I paid $99 to your Patreon. Can we talk on phone about my divorce? I'll give you my Xbox 360 kiosk, magic cards, and other junk that you'd like.
Arr. Can you get that for that seems like a good deal. $100
$100 a month or $100 a year?
$100 a month.
$100 a month. I'll talk to you about your divorce.
Talking about my divorce.
Justin
What do you think
Broderick
is my
for
can
2.
opener?
Board games are great. Yes to ticket and no to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's fun.
I want to play dominoes. That's a game.
No, that's a drinking activity.
No, where you stack them up, and then you knock one over, and they all go.
That's not a game. That's okay. Good. Pigeon for 10. I'm never beating the illiteracy allegations. Tiger Nico for 5. Biggest problem in Thailand bonus episode.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
And Fad for $100
Bachelor party.
Thailand dollars says, yes, I'm in Thailand. Hit me up when you come. Also, I got you with the TBF in the last chat with the tuber fertilizing. Fertilizing?
Nah, it's got to be.
Come on.
It's got to be Tubi.
I think you guys got to come up with a new TBF type thing. Here's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
I said TBF during the episode, and not a single super chat mentioned it. Were you guys not paying attention?
You said it on purpose?
When we were going through those, that lady who was arguing with Beardson, I was reading the responses to the thing.
Oh.
No, you can't do it now. You missed it.
No.
I suck. No, you missed it.
Still, someone pointed it out.
No one pointed it out.
You pointed it out.
That doesn't count.
It does count.
That does not count. You can't. An hour later, you can't reverse it.
What? Why? You said it.
Bro, It doesn't count unless you get it at the time.
Okay, there.
You have to hit it at the time.
You can't gloat about it.
Yes, I can. Of course I can.
I don't know.
Do you remember when you
about
were reading it and all of a sudden I went, "Oh, fuck, damn it," and you didn't react because you were confused? And I went, "Oh, he didn't catch it." So I guess nobody at home did either.
Or they don't have any money.
Way to go, idiots.
You win.
All right, you want to play a dumb song or whatever?
Hey, thank you for the healing. I got something that I liked this episode, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to like what I have in here for you.
It's a Funko Pop.
Oh, what's the game where we smash all the toys?
I now know the sound of a Funko Pop.
Of a man who tweets about the boys.
You put so many Funko Pops in there that the second
What's
you
in
pick
the
up
box?
the box
You know
now,
you want it.
It's a Funko
So get
Pop.
on the scaler. I smash it to shit.
You're trying to hold it so it doesn't rattle around.
Vito's
That's a Funko Pop.
Vito's Booty. Vito's Booty. Vito's Booty. What's it gonna be?
I know the exact sound of a Funko Pop box now. Do you know how weird that is?
It's not.
If it's not a Funko Pop, I will be sad because that sounds like a Funko Pop.
It could be something in a Funko Pop box.
It could be. So you're admitting it is a Funko Pop box.
I don't know. Not necessarily.
I think we should smash what I believe is a Funko Pop.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
This is the last button press.
I'm going to say, I hear a Funko coming.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like a very empty box. It's got that plastic squeal to it.
Squeal?
Yeah.
What?
I can hear the plastic window rubbing against. It's very light. It's some cheap plastic trash.
What's it gonna be?
Smash it.
I'm gonna let you open it
Okay.
so you can see what it is.
Okay.
inside.
It is a Black Man Funko Pop it's Slugworth from the hit film Wonka. Collect
I didn't
all
think
four.
today that maybe you could have all the black people Funko Pops eventually.
Okay. Can I leave now?
No.
Can you come up with a different way to smash these things that doesn't involve a giant, horrific hammer? I don't know. Who cares? You don't even point the camera at the thing. Nobody can even see what's going on. Look, it's destroyed.
What the hell?
It's a
Where is it?
What a show. Who cares? None of this matters. This bit is dumb. Guys, thanks for coming by. Don't forget to check out all the problems at biggestproblem.show. Jesus Christ. You can check out our bonus episodes at patreon.com/biggestproblem. Hackamania tickets available at hackamania.com. Use promo code biggest. Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve whatever the fuck that was.
What do you mean deserve what? Did you see that guy? I shot off in his space.
Dude, you knocked him out. How did you knock him through the package?
It's a hammer.
And you knocked his legs off. Wow, you destroyed the shit out of Slugsworth. They made Slugsworth black in the Wonka movie?
DEI, man.
Dude, DEI is a problem. I'm not going to
DEI.
lie. There's two black people in the Wonka movie.
He's a chocolate man.
He's a chocolate man. Guys, Hackamania tickets, promo code biggest. Nick Rekieta will be there. Meet the world famous Nick Rekieta, Dick Masterson,
Try to
Carl from
trick him into
WATV.
drinking.
Vinny will be there next week. Tony from Hack the Movies should be here.
Oh, yeah, good.
So we're doing the biggest
What do you
problem
think his
in
problem's gonna be?
Goonies, biggest
Social
problem
media?
in Back to the Future, biggest problem in Friday the 13th.
What is the biggest problem in Friday the 13th? That noise in the game.
Oh, yeah.
The Jason alarm.
Yeah, that was pretty spooky. That game sucks.
Yeah.
I always wanted that game to be better than it is. The biggest
The
problem is
Super
Friday
Killer
the
game,
13th
that's
is
gonna
that the Jason actor doesn't like me.
What, personally?
Yeah.
Why?
Derek Mears, who played Jason in Friday the 13th, we took
The original one?
No, in the reboot.
Oh, who
But
cares?
he's a well-known guy.
Fucking rebooter.
We
No one cares about the reboot guy.
we took a stand-up class together, and we were both.
You took a stand-up
I
class
took a
with
stand-up
Jason?
class with Jason.
Is he funny?
He's a good guy.
What was his jokes?
I don't remember. It's been a
So
long.
I'm the guy from
so
Jason.
I'm Jason. What are you gonna
imagine
do?
how that goes on a first date when I try to rape her.
No, I don't think he actually. I think he was like, I was a young, obnoxious wannabe comic or whatever, joking around in class.
Now you're an old.
And he was
wannabe
he was an already industry professional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like 6'5" and he has alopecia. He can't grow hair, so that's why he gets every monster movie role. Is because he shows up for makeup and they're just ready to go. They don't have to shave him.
Why doesn't he like you?
Again, I think I was just in the stand-up class. I'm like, the thing about these sluts and bitches is, I don't remember
Are
what
you
the fuck
supposed
I
to
was
say
saying.
that stuff?
Yeah, I guess. I think I was just goofing around in class too much, and I was getting drunk during class one time.
What?
It was my birthday, so I showed up to class with a 40, and I was getting drunk. And
40? Where was this? I
was in
Oakland
Hollywood.
in 1992? Whoa.
No. It was in Hollywood. My buddy, I tried to get my buddy, what do you call it? Tom Clark. He's a stand-up comic. He taught the class. He's a good guy, but he works very clean. So I'm always like, you should come do my show. He's like, I don't think it's really
We're a clean show. What is he talking
We're not
about?
a clean show.
What does he mean?
He's like a very clean comic.
I was clean today.
What do you mean you were clean
I was
today?
being clean the whole day.
You were talking about I forget what you were talking about.
Just fat women that think that they don't think
yeah,
they're too fat.
talking about vaginas.
I was
and
not
whatever
talking
else.
about vaginas.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
You were talking about vaginas.
Anyway, I'd love to get Tom on the show sometime, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Huh.
It's a clean
How do you know the
comic.
Jason guy hates you?
He doesn't hate me. It's like he's like an older guy, whatever. It's like we didn't.
How do you know?
We didn't have a relation. It's like we were in the class together, but we weren't like buddies.
So you just like assume that he hates you?
I could tell that I was like kind of obnoxious. I was being kind of obnoxious at
What
the
did
time.
you do?
I was just, being a little fucking
Busting
shit.
balls?
Yeah, I was busting balls. I was definitely busting balls.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ball busting going on. It was a fun class. I missed that. That was a good time.
Have you ever thought about teaching a stand-up comic class?
No, because I'm terrible at stand-up. I'm fucking awful.
Isn't that how you get the job teaching
Stand-up by being bad at it? Nah, Tom's good. Tom taught that.
I don't know about Tom. I'm just saying.
The stand-up teachers.
Yeah.
It's a lot of there is a lot of teaching in LA. It's so funny how many guys I'm like, so what are you doing? Oh, I teach improv. And you're
That's
like,
just
oh
to
my
fuck
God.
the girls that sign up for their acting.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's true. It's not a bad you were in the improv world. I wish you would talk more about that. It's always fascinating to me.
I feel like I've talked about that on my show.
Yeah. Well, I missed all those discussions.
I don't know. What is there to talk about?
I don't know. Did any of those people well, it seems like are all the improv guys like liars?
What do you mean liars?
Well, because they're all like, oh, improv's like so like important to me or whatever, and then I'm like, kind of feels like you're just doing this because you saw like a bunch of other famous people did it, and that's how they got movie roles eventually. I don't know how to put it.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun to...
I tried doing improv once, and it went very badly, and I never tried it again.
Why? What'd you do?
I'm just big on questions and saying no to
Pimping
things.
people out. Oh, yeah. That sounds like... I don't think you would like it.
Maybe I would be better at it now. I think I was very nervous in front of an audience. I was like,
You start like sweating and stuff.
Yeah. I'm not good in front of a crowd like that.
I know. I was
oddly.
at Hackamania.
I did all right at Hackamania.
Your set?
The set was the jokes were fine.
It was just the way they were told.
Well, I did the same jokes I did at Josh Denny's stand-up, and it went good at Josh Denny's show.
Yeah. I mean...
Do you think my delivery was like completely different?
At Hackamania?
I think the crowd was just like, again, and I was told that there was
The crowd's just not funny.
Well,
That was the problem.
I was told that there were some guys in the crowd who like didn't like me or were like kind of like
Influencing everyone?
Well, no, like they left I don't remember what happened.
There was a guy that I was at the door.
There was at
and
least
a guy
one
that
guy
said,
like booing.
I hate Vito, and he walked out.
Yeah. Whatever. It was like a weird mood in the room or something because there was like some guys there who like fucking hated me and I don't know exactly what happened. I think some of those jokes were solid.
Are you gonna do it again this time?
No.
Oh, come on.
I don't have any new material.
Do someone else's act. Do the guy who's up after you.
just do whatever his jokes are.
That'd be hilarious.
I wonder if we could do something special for Hackamania, but I don't know.
All right,
We're going to come up with some good material. Guys, also, hey, come by whatnot.com/invite/video comedy. I got a bunch of new magic cards I'm selling. Come grab them.
What are you selling?
I got the new Innistrad cards. I'm going to have Ether Drift in a couple days.
I can't believe this guy sent me Heelys.
Yeah, you should try them out. It's exciting. Maybe you can do your silly pants skating routine on Heelys.
I could look at that again.
Might be good.
Yeah.
And we will be back next week with Tony from Hack the Movies.
All right.
With the biggest problem in
movies.
All
right. Goodbye.
That'd be good. Hey, maybe we should do the bonus episode with Tony. It's asking a lot of him.
Is he staying at your house still?
He's going to stay at my house. Yeah.
Do you put a bathroom door on yet?
No.
What do you mean no?
It's not going to be a bathroom door.
How are you going to shit?
You just shit. You go behind the curtain and you shit.
With another guy in the room?
You know how many countries the toilet is in the living room?
Not America.
It's very important.
You know what the BMI of those countries is?
There's a lot of countries where, shitting is part of the home.
You got to put a door on that thing, man.
I don't have to do anything.
Don't you want to?
Do you know what the best part of living life is? The moment you get to the point where it's like, you don't have to do fucking anything.
That's called depression.
You can just live life wrong. And no one can stop you.
You gotta put a door on your fucking toilet.
But I
when
don't. That's what's
here.
cool. I could put up like a cardboard door.
Yeah, do that.
I'm just gonna
put
tape
a cardboard door
cardboard over the door. That would be pretty good.
That's horrible. All right. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for the Funko Pop.
It's a pretty cool one.
Yeah,
I wish I knew where it went.
It's like I said, it's one over back then.